are now back.
Good morning to everybody. It's Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, Louis C.K. Louis, what are you promoting?
I'm in Levittown tonight and tomorrow.
Governors
in Levittown.
Nice.
Tonight is, I think tomorrow's sold out, but there's one show tonight at like 10:30 because I'm got a trick or treat with my kids.
Are you going to wear a Halloween costume on stage?
I'm going to dress like a vampire, and I'm going to say like, bleh. No,
that's scary.
I don't think I'm dressing up this year.
No.
Why? We all look forward to that every year.
Because the Renaissance guy is it's old hat at this point. I'm sick of it.
That guy's dead.
It's old colostomy bag.
Yes. And I didn't do anything else as far as getting a costume.
We all used to enjoy the Sword of the Gay, though.
The Sword of the Gay. I would bring that
retired?
in. Night people. Yes, it's now back in the closet. And then the Wizard. I was a wizard once. Remember that? I had my wizard hat, my wizard robe. Mm-hmm. That was nice, but what are you going to do? Be a wizard again? So today I'm going to the party tonight as
Fidel Castro.
Yes,
you almost have the
Fidel
young
Castro.
the young Fidel Castro.
I'm going as a young revolutionary.
No, what are you going as? Nothing?
Yeah, I'm just going to show up. Screw it. I'm going to see what it's like to just
Do you
have
really
fun.
wear those costumes?
Oh, I did.
Really?
I went, I had like a whole night thing going, you know why?
Because
I'm flaming.
I didn't know you were gay.
Flaming. I just wanted to go around
actually
wearing a real rapier sword
wow.
In the city and see if I could actually get away with it. And I did. I walked around with a sword that was almost as long as my leg, and I could have killed anyone at any time with this thing. I'll run ye through.
Sure.
Somebody may be showing up in a very little costume tonight. I'm not sure yet, but I understand my friend. I got a call. It was a little vague. Somebody may be showing up. That's what I hear.
Really? See that? That'd be.
I took my kids last year to the Halloween parade in Greenwich Village.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a nice place to take the kids.
No, it's nice for kids.
Not so many questions or asked. Oh,
it's
that one.
Kids,
okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Paul.
Yeah. And it was in Washington Square Park, and so then they had politicians, local. I mean, who's more boring? Local aldermen or whatever they are, city councilmen. Making speeches, and they're all wearing funny costumes. And this woman comes out, and she's dressed in a karate outfit.
Ooh.
That's her Halloween costume. And she goes, when it's her turn to speak, she goes up to the mic and she goes, "Mwah."
What?
Like, you're not wearing a scary costume, lady. You're not. She does like a ghostly, "Mwah." Oh, it's the scary karate student. Idiot.
That is ridiculous.
And there was silence. She did it, and then there was just silence.
Of course.
And then she went, anyway, it's so great to see everyone.
To be here. God. You know, my platform has always been about families and... shut up.
Horrible.
What are you doing, E-Rock?
E-Rock, why are you
showing me pictures of
interrupting? You're showing
those are my...
Anthony dressed up from Halloween's past.
Look at me.
It's adorable.
Like a
creep.
Yeah, creep. That's the word I was looking for.
People are mad that we're not broadcasting our Halloween party this year, but we learned our lesson. We're not stupid.
To all those people,
was it 2 years ago now?
Yeah, we did that already. We broadcast from the thing. It's not even no fun for us. It is such a pain in the ass to broadcast from those shows. It's you're constantly running around. There's no time to have fun on Halloween.
Yeah, and the last time we attempted that, Flavor Flav hijacked our Halloween party.
Took over our show thinking it was a record release party.
It's one of our favorite stories.
And 800 of his closest family members and friends.
Well, when you do live broadcasts, you want to maybe bring out a celebrity or something, and the audience goes, ooh, and it's a couple minutes, and then you move on with your party, right? Flavor Flav got the idea in his head that we were having a record release party for him, even though it was Halloween and the place was filled with white people in costumes.
Like, I think that's the only way they were able to get him there. Like, we were like, yeah, Flavor Flav to drop in and be cool on Halloween.
He's done our show. He's done good radio.
Stuff like that. But I think they had to tell him, like, yeah, it's like a record release party for you.
Oh, no.
So he came out and then individually introduced 800 people. They're all on the stage. And then everyone in the audience was wearing the same costume at that moment. Scared white people. That was what everybody went as, no matter what they were dressed like.
Ghosts.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Everyone was just petrified. No one wanted to say anything to Flav and his security and his posse and everything else.
He had monsters on that stage.
Yeah,
that
we were all
guarding
going,
him.
who's going to tell him, like, get off the stage? We got a show to do.
No, it's like
no one.
When Michael Jackson gave himself the award for
a Lifetime Achievement Award.
You know, I know somebody who was working on that show, and they said that it was very calculated.
Really?
They asked him to be part of the show, and he said, I want an award, or else I won't do it. And they said, no, we're not giving you an award. You didn't do anything this year. Like, he didn't have an album out or anything. And so he said, all right, they said, he said, I don't want to give an award. And they said, well, just come on stage. And he goes, okay. Yeah. So he said I want Britney Spears to say when she introduces me, this man is the performer of the millennium.
Right.
And then she said it, and then he grabbed a shiny thing that was sitting there and said, thank you so much for honoring me with this award. But he did it, like, cynically.
Performer of the Millennium Award.
Yeah, and he did it because he knew it would look to his stupid fans that don't believe he hurts little boys. Of course, they're going to watch that. He won.
It was fantastic.
He won another one.
He's so deserving.
I think it was 2001 too. So he had 1 year of competition.
Yeah, that was.
Wow, how the Millennium jokes bomb? They're always a hit. I'm the Millennium joke kid. My whole CD is full of those. They're popular. Popular music. God almighty, am I going to do my new Millennium jokes December 5th in D.C.? I hope so.
Oh wow.
Nice. Oh, I didn't mean to sneak that.
Washington?
Yeah, I am going to Washington.
Washington. With Joe the Plumber. Will Joe the Plumber be invited to one of your shows, Joe?
That'd be something.
Yes,
everybody wants Joe the Plumber on that stage with them.
I'm going to load him under a toilet seat.
It looks silly.
Like Dominatrix is
so great.
I want to hear that.
Is he here, Joe? The best part is at the end he goes, well, you're all Joe the Plumber, so all of you stand up and say, I thank you.
I think we got the clip, actually.
Joe's with us today. Joe, where are you? Where is Joe? Is Joe here with us today? Joe, I thought you were here today. All right. Well, you're all Joe the Plumber, so all of you stand up and say, I thank you. I saw Joe on television this morning. He did a great job. And wherever you are, Joe, let's give him a round of applause for
what?
Where are you, Joe?
Elbow deep in someone's feces.
Not a toilet.
Exactly.
Not a plumber.
Trying to chew his way out of a
He's not a
tank.
plumber.
Oh, he's not a plumber. Joe, not the plumber.
Whatever he is.
Why don't we all stand up and say, thank you.
I thank you.
Thank me, you. God, we're done.
He's your guy, though, Ed.
He's not my guy.
He's your guy.
He's not my guy.
He's your guy.
He's just too old.
He's your guy.
Hitler or Stalin? Pick one.
Oof.
Stalin.
Stalin.
That's easy. Stalin.
All right. Good.
Actually, he killed more people.
That's your guy. Yeah, Stalin killed more people.
But you could still say his name on the radio without people saying, "Oh." Ooh. That's why I picked him.
And you can wear his mustache.
Yeah. You can't wear the other guy's mustache.
Big, fluffy.
Try it.
Puffy mustache. Maybe that's my Halloween costume.
Oh my God.
I do own a hat now.
Of course you do.
Probably his fancy hat.
Yeah. Hey, can we?
I noticed what. By the way, I have to bring this up. I do own some memorabilia from World War II.
I know that.
I have a English Enfield rifle. I have a German Mauser rifle, and I also have certain accoutrements of the era from certain uniforms and things. Fans have sent me certain medals, pins, armbands, flags, just things.
You mean those American armbands that the Americans wore?
No.
It must be the other side.
No, they're red and white, but the other color's a little different.
Oh, sure.
Many stars on them. I sometimes have these things when I come home from the studio here. I take what the listeners have sent me and I put it like on my kitchen shelf, just kind of laying there until I find a place for it. And Keith's wife, Ange, who's been decorating my house, she's moving these things around, trying to hide them. Because in my kitchen at one point was a a Nazi's officer's hat. That one right there. I have a hat like that. It's authentic.
Jesus.
And it was sitting up on my
Colonel Hofstadter's hat. Jesus Christ.
It was up on one of the shelves in my kitchen, just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, keys on it.
And I came up, the keys are kind of near it, and there's mail. I use it to prop up the mail for my bills.
Comedy Central mug leaning against it.
Yeah, whatever. And Ange moves these things. Now I've noticed all of it is making its way into my office, like just on shelves and kind of put away.
It's your house.
I had this little ceramic, it's actually a metal Hitler figurine. It's sort of cartoonish, but it is, and he's given, the old "how you doing" salute. But it was up kind of next to my phone.
Right.
And that worked its way in there, too. All of my memorabilia is working its way into a place where no one could see it.
When are you going to take back your house?
What?
When are you going to take back your own house?
After it's all done.
Oh, and then you go beat it.
No, that's what,
Everyone
because
gets the
usually the designer will go like, well, you have all this cool American Indian stuff, and I actually integrated it into my design.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that with the Hitler
Why not
doll.
integrate it? I have a space that is above my fireplace that is we are looking for something to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I swear it's 20 feet high. From the top of the mantle of the fireplace to the ceiling is 20 feet high.
Just get a dead Jew and frame it.
Well, that's a little excessive.
You think?
David. But there have been so many suggestions by our fans, people that know I'm a fan of the era. I'm just a fan of the 40s and 30s.
Swing music,
Things like
Hitler.
that. Yeah. Everything that happened back then. It was just such a weird time in world history that I like collecting certain things from that time.
Totally.
And the suggestions of portraits of certain people that should be hung there. Or maybe a flag that should just be hung and adorn that whole wall. That, by the way, is the first thing you see when the door opens up. So I can just see a neighbor maybe knocking in my neighborhood, of course.
No, they gave up on you a while ago, the neighbors.
They don't even knock.
They don't come around anymore. They used to.
I think I have.
They gave it a try. 5
basketballs in my backyard for where they've been thrown over the fence by neighbors, and they don't even come knocking anymore.
Oh, you're that neighbor. I'm too scared to go over the fence.
Just doesn't want to come over anymore.
You know what you should have up there? You should get like a portrait of yourself that's like waist up, where you got your arms crossed. That's just little. That's of the era. Do you know what I mean?
Of the era. Oh,
with the eyes a little bigger and watery.
You know something? That might be an idea.
You'd be, wearing a slightly military-looking
jacket.
Why
not? Doesn't need anything specific.
No.
To say what army.
No.
I might have to look into that.
How about a painting of yourself like with Elvira in Tony Montana's old chair?
Yeah.
The Scarface painting.
There you go with the Scarface painting. I don't know. That's a tough. It's a tough wall to fill.
You'll get something.
I've also it's been suggested that I should have me painted with one of those Fabio romance novel bodies with some damsel at my leg. Just kind of like,
that's not pompous.
How pompous would that be?
How about you touching Adam's finger?
That's what I think, and giving him the spark of life. I do believe
it could look like the original poster for Star Wars.
That too, yes, where I'm Luke Skywalker. And Princess Leia is at my feet.
And she's 17.
You should just project different images up on that wall.
Ooh, there you go.
And then you change it up every once in a while, because you're going to get bored of whatever you put up there.
Yeah.
Even if it's something cool.
Something electronic and futuristic.
I wanted to play the McCain clip for Lou one last time before we officially bury it. You heard the faux pas that he made?
He's made quite a few. This one is classic.
You haven't heard this one yet?
Love this one.
Where did he say?
Well, this is Representative Murtha out of Western Pennsylvania, basically saying it's a racist area.
Western Pennsylvania, racist area, and then said redneck area or something. So then McCain is campaigning in Western Pennsylvania and wants to say, hey, these people are fine and dandy.
Yeah.
This isn't like this idiot says. So he so eloquently puts it and tells these people that they are just great Americans.
And this person, supports Obama. So now McCain's thinking, "Oh, I got Obama.
I got him.
I'm gonna show these people,
and I'm gonna have these people in the palm of my hand." I could hear the cheering now as he's reading what he's supposed to say. He's probably going, "Oh, right here they're going to cheer.
Yeah.
Right here's going to be a big one. I'm going to have to stop.
Yeah.
And wait till the cheering stops." And then
A lot of people make mistakes that way, by the way.
Oh, this is a bad
You
one.
wind up, it's like if you're playing tennis and somebody lobs one, and you
Yeah.
go, "Wow, there
And
you're,"
here it
and then
comes.
you hit it, and it's kink.
In for
Whoops.
the kill.
This is not
Foul.
that. This is the racket flies out of his hand.
Yeah.
And slams in with child's teeth.
He thinks he's going to change the whole election with what he's
When
about
did this
to say.
happen? When did this
It's a
happen?
couple weeks old now,
Yeah.
but we can't help ourselves. We got to play this one more time, and then we'll finally.
And you can
crack it.
hear the cockiness in his voice.
Yeah.
He's ready to go, Lou. Here we go.
Okay.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And you know, I couldn't agree with them more.
And then there's this silence.
It's a whole crowd going, "What?"
Wait a minute.
It is.
We have dissected this.
It's-
Because how he just says lately, like that's the big lately.
Here's the setup.
Yeah.
And here's the payoff that's going to drive you nuts.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, God, what did I say?
One more time.
What was he supposed to say?
I got.
Well,
And
then
I disagree with them.
I disagree. I couldn't disagree with them more.
I couldn't agree with them more.
It's the opposite. It's like, you know.
I can't agree with them or I disagree.
Yeah.
Anything but what he said. And you all have AIDS in the drinking water would have been smoother and better received.
God.
And then he tries to get out of it, which is just as priceless.
Oh, it's horrid.
Because now he realizes, holy S, I just messed up my moment. Maybe I could save this.
Maybe I could salvage it.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately.
Oh, he's got him booing.
And you know, I couldn't agree with them more. I couldn't disagree with you. I couldn't agree with you more than the fact that Western Pennsylvania is the most patriotic.
He lost his
He doesn't
mind.
know where the negative and the positive
No.
is now.
He goes, I couldn't agree with them more. It's like, no, I couldn't disagree with you. No, wait a minute. Holy Jesus.
I couldn't
Who am I
disagree
agreeing
with
with?
you more.
I couldn't agree with Hitler more.
Oh,
No,
God.
wait.
You couldn't agree too much with something so awful that I don't agree with if I have to.
He blew it.
Blew that.
You blew it.
So bad.
It's because he's just saying a dumb thing.
Yes.
If he was just talking and saying things he believed in, he wouldn't have trouble. It's like the thing of if you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
Right.
He could just talk and just be himself. But the fact that he's doing these things,
Yeah, some pretty bad things about you, Hitler.
I mean, who wouldn't screw that up? It's just so soulless and stupid.
And I can agree with them more. Did I say that?
How he says lately is my favorite part.
Lately? Oh, God.
That's setting you up for the home run.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
setting
you
you up.
ready for something you love right now?
If he would have said,
here it
and
is.
I couldn't disagree with them more, they would all just,
They would have won.
yeah, we're not.
Oh,
Damn
God.
it. And he screwed it up. And then you should have just gone, wow, I really messed that up.
Wow.
And then people would have laughed. But he tried so hard to salvage it.
That dude.
How great is that? That's one
Last
of our favorites.
night on CNN, they had a guy on who was his campaign spokesman, who I never had seen. I've never seen those people. Like with when Clinton was running, and you had James Carville and Stephanopoulos.
Yeah.
These guys were just geniuses.
Yeah, they were out there.
And really good spinners and talkers. This guy came on, and I was like, "This is why they're losing." This young guy who just looks like that idiot guy, kind of heavy set, young, smirky, just strip club chicken wing eating type. You know what I mean? Like light beer drinking, big lazy boy recliner, just like, Obama doesn't know anything. Like just a dumbass. A guy who skated through college to learn anything, just arrogant and boring to look at. And this is the guy who's like running this War Heroes campaign.
Sharp. Someone sharp in there.
It's too late now.
Why does he do that stuff? It's
We
just
have
so
to break.
weird.
We really do have to break. Jimmy, you got, let's talk about I Hate Your Guts. It's coming out Tuesday, and you got the big book signing on Monday.
Monday is at Penn Station, the Borders, where I did my other one last time. My first one here. So it's the night before Election Day.
And Lou is going to be at Governor's in Levittown.
Yes, sir.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Okay.
And tomorrow.
And tomorrow, but it's sold out, so don't even try.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even try.
Don't even try.
Got a chance to see Louis C.K. Long Islanders.
Yeah, man, in a club.
Oh, my God. Yeah, right.
In an intimate atmosphere.
Right.
Yes.
I like the way Louis threw in the treat aspect of seeing him at a club.
Yes.
It's at a club. You're not going to get that often.
Hey, get a drink, sit down watching with a drink in your hand.
Yeah, come on.
I ain't true at it.
We go to a break with a little primetime gossip.
We're back, and Primetime Gossip is coming to you on a day of remembrance. For weeks now, the people have been wondering who is leaving the Opie and Anthony show after Opie's big announcement.
Somebody that has helped the show a lot is leaving. His last day's Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the day has finally come, and today, the Opie and Anthony show officially says goodbye to all-star talent booker Roland.
Why don't you ask Roland why
not there?
Why we didn't get Catherine McPhee?
I did.
And what did he say?
He kissed me.
Throughout his time on the Opie and Anthony show, Roland has landed in-studio appearances from such A-listers as Bitsy Tulloch from the hit show Quarter Life, a phoner from Donna D'Errico, and even the Jerry Springer Show's Steve Wilkos.
Yeah, nothing.
Roland quickly became a hit on the show with his astounding improv catchphrases.
Yeah, it's out Friday wide.
And sociopathic tendencies.
Hey, wait, how's your dog? Is it still dead?
Roland will be sorely missed. When reached for comment, Roland had only this to say about his experience with O&A.
It was the most awkward thing ever. Let me go home and take a shower.
See you later, Roland. We'll have to find someone else who won't be able to book Danny DeVito, Terrence Howard, Christian Bale, Robert De Niro, or anyone else of real value. Good riddance.
Moving right along with the Opie and Anthony show. We got Louis C.K. in studio now. He's playing Governors out there in Levittown on Long Island tonight. Tomorrow's shows are sold out, so go see Lou.
Yeah. Next week I'm in Pittsburgh and Columbus too, doing some theaters.
We got some fans in those cities there, Louis.
And tonight, Halloween party, the Opie and Anthony Halloween party at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Ooh.
There's cash prizes for your best costume related to the show.
Yeah, we don't want to see all the other crap. We don't want to see the Heath Ledger. Everyone's going to be dressed up as Heath Ledger. That's going to be the costume this year.
How many gurneys can you lay still on?
Well, if you did it that way, that would be brilliant.
Oh, you mean the Joker?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant they were going to be like Heath Ledger.
Nah, they can do the Joker.
Brokeback Mountain or something.
Kind of poor taste.
Can I mention one thing before I forget, please? At 10 o'clock this morning, my D.C. tickets go on sale. It's Virginia. It's right outside D.C. for December 5th at Ticketmaster. I'm doing
Why'd
two
you say
shows.
D.C. if it's not in D.C.?
It's D.C. market. All the hipsters get that.
Yeah, but it's not in D.C.
No, I know, but if I say Virginia, even people in Virginia don't care.
Yeah, and then we got Jim Jeffries on the couch.
Yes.
Hello.
Eating.
Yeah.
Eating,
I'm
yes.
eating a lovely omelette and a steak.
And you're playing Caroline's. How was it last night? Good?
There wasn't many there, but it was a great gig.
It's a weird place during the week with the tourists, though.
Yeah. No, there was a few Australian people there, a few English people there. Not many Americans came to see me. So,
Really?
Oh, well, you get that.
What's wrong with them?
I had a really bad thing last night. I work for a radio station in Australia, and they ring me up and they go, we're going to do a cross tier in Times Square. You tell us what's going on with Halloween. And I'm like,
oh, no.
It's not Halloween in this country. We're a day behind you. Right?
They didn't.
And they're like this. They go, just pretend. Australia will never know. And because I got a job with them, I couldn't go, get off with you. What are you talking about?
No.
So there's me standing there going, oh, there's women in naughty nurses' outfits. How you going, girls? Oh, Times Square's gone mental. Right? It was the worst bit of radio ever. And worse than that, it was on breakfast radio over there. So,
you know what?
People do the math and realize, like, that, wait a minute, it's not Halloween.
Yeah,
didn't anybody?
Or Day Behind. We got to get that clip.
No.
E-Rock, try to find that clip. We got to hear it.
I work for him. No, don't do that.
We have to do that.
I
got
a job. Don't Russell brand me out of my own job.
Yeah, really. Treat him nicely.
Russell, by the way, I want to hear the clips of the phone calls he made.
But did I tell you, I used to go out with that girl. She's an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Oh, yeah?
The girl that's in...
Well, that
story.
Russell banged.
Well,
that Manuel's granddaughter is an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Explain the controversy, because a lot of people,
Well, there's a guy called Manuel of Faulty Towers who is a Spanish bloke on a TV show who's meant to be thick. Unless you watch the TV show in Spain where they made him Mexican. which is worth noting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Manuel was the stupid Mexican in Fawlty Towers.
Fawlty Towers was great with,
John Cleese, right?
Yeah. John Cleese. One of the best sitcoms ever. Only 12 episodes, but great. Right?
Only 12 episodes of that?
12 episodes, yeah. 2 seasons of 6.
British don't play games. They don't go too long. They cut it quick.
And they also, they decide to make episodes when the hell they want to. They don't set to any schedule. They go, and next episode's in 5 weeks. And you go, what happened there? And what's it, a morning show now? When did that happen? So Manuel has a granddaughter who has let's say a questionable occupation. She dances for a burlesque troupe called the Satanic Sluts. It's a fairly suggestive name. It might not mean what you think. And then there's Jonathan Ross, who's the biggest broadcaster on British television. He's the £6 million man. For that's what he gets paid by the BBC.
That's what we call E-Rock. Fat joke.
And then there's Russell Brand, who's the pretty boy of the whole thing, and might have seen him in that Sarah Marshall film. So they were on a radio show.
He really took Tinseltown to task when he took the MTV Awards.
Yeah, I heard it went badly.
You hold up a mirror to those phonies.
He sure did.
I heard he made some George Bush jokes that were quite questionable.
Settle down.
Yeah, called him a retarded cowboy. I was like, well, this guy's crazy.
I think we wouldn't let him play with scissors. Oh, stop it, Russell. Stop it. Anyway,
scathing.
Jonas Brothers, too?
Oh,
is this guy nuts?
Leave them alone.
How many big targets you going after?
Yeah, tell me he said something about Britney.
He probably did. He was that wild.
Knowing that edgy MFer, he probably went off on her. He's crazy.
So anyway, he gets on the radio. He rings up Manuel, right, and says that he's going to interview him. This is the facade they're using. They go, we wanted to interview him about Fawlty Towers. Why? No one's interviewed Manuel in 30 years. No one's asked a question about Fawlty Towers. But anyway, obviously Manuel's not there. So he just leaves 5, 6, maybe 7 answering machine messages going, I effed your daughter.
Granddaughter?
Granddaughter. I effed your granddaughter.
It's a granddaughter.
They've got the footage here.
Yeah, I got a taste of it.
Andrew Sachs.
Don't call him Manuel, that's really bad.
Call him Andrew Sachs.
Oh, I apologise.
I said Andrew Sachs.
He's an idiot.
Look, Andrew Sachs, I've got respect for you and your lineage and progeny. Never let that be questioned.
Don't hint.
I wasn't hinting. Why did that come across as a hint?
Because you know what you're talking about.
Now, when you were
the granddaughter.
That's his answer phone.
I'm sorry. I apologise. Andrew, I apologise.
Wow, shock jocks. I love it.
And do you know...
I was obviously on a voicemail.
They got, I think it was 18,000 complaints.
His answer phone.
They got real complaints.
But really? I get it. Yeah. I get it. You can't ring someone's grandfather up and tell him about it. And he's just an old bloke sitting at home going...
Yeah, he's not
from what I know,
currently having a show, but he's not like in the public eye. He's just a private citizen somewhere.
He was on a TV show 30 years ago.
Mr. Fawlty.
And the thing was, from what I know from talking to his granddaughter, him and his granddaughter are on best terms anyway.
Oh, okay.
Old Voluptua with a destroyer. She's a curvy girl.
Oh, is she?
Oh, she could take a punch.
Where's a picture of her there?
And you used to go out with this girl?
I went out with her when she was 18. When I was about 25, when she was about 18, she was up at the. This is before she was a member of the Satanic Sluts, but you could see it was coming.
Yeah.
Well, the guys knew they were in some trouble, so they tried to cover their tracks here.
Look, Andrew, I'm phoning you to ask if I can marry. That's right, marry your granddaughter, Georgina the granddaughter.
And I'd like to be a page boy.
He wants to be a page boy. We're going to have a Fawlty Towers themed wedding.
No, you spoiled it.
No, that's why I made it better. Oh, look, I'm sorry. I'll do anything. I wore a condom.
It is still Jocktober, too.
Yeah.
He uses a lot of flowery words, Russell.
Yeah.
He's over-exaggerated.
And then they
talks about things like it's... He once came up to me and he went, "You're an ordinary man with overtones of smut and philanthropy." What are you talking about?
What?
What does that mean?
Stop trying to be random. Stop trying to be brilliantly obscure and random. No one cares.
Calm down, you phony.
Just always remember.
I'm sorry.
He used to put it in his mouth for Coke back in the day. That's what I always think when I looked at him.
Yeah.
I read his book. Right. It's kind of interesting. He had a bad drug habit.
He continued calling the guy back over and over again.
I'd like to apologize for these terrible attacks, Andrew Sachs. I'd like to show contrition to the max, Andrew Sachs. I'd like to create world peace between the yellow, whites and blacks, Andrew Sachs. Andrew Sachs. I said some things I didn't have oughta, like I had sex with your granddaughter, but it was consensual and she wasn't menstrual. It was consensual, lovely sex.
Ugh. These guys are good.
Yeah, that's the best radio we've got.
I guess it loses something in the translation.
No, we understood every word. Literal Jim, I suck.
Literal Jim.
No, answer was English. Oh, you should kick me in the teeth with the inappropriate bell on your foot.
I'll give you a Halloween pass.
One more clip.
Well, Bruce Campbell's on.
Yeah, we're gonna
11.
We're gonna have Bruce on the show.
He's a funny guest,
a little
man.
later, right?
I like Bruce Campbell.
I like him a lot.
And because you could tell that I like him because I brought in things for him to sign.
I should have.
And I never do that.
Bubba Hotep is one of the greatest things ever.
Oh, yeah.
What is?
Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep.
It's a movie
I
he
love
made.
that one with Elvis.
Yeah, it's the thing where
Right.
Elvis ghoul, like come to life, is with a mummy are trying to solve a crime. Like it just makes no sense.
It's
Or it's like
Elvis is in a retirement home.
That's what it is. He's in a retirement home.
And JFK's now black.
Yeah.
Because they faked
It's
the murder.
Ozzy. What's his name? Ozzy, black actor.
Ozzy Nelson.
Ozzy Nelson.
Right. And the two
Oh,
of them.
Ozzy Davis.
Ozzy Davis plays
Ozzy Nelson
plays
is the old
John.
white guy.
Ozzy Davis plays John F. Kennedy.
And Elvis and the black John F. Kennedy go after some vampires on a hunting spree. And
Wait, is this a documentary?
The film's taken slightly serious, like they're not doing a spoofy type thing.
No, it's really
But actually,
good.
it couldn't be a spoof. What would it be a spoof
Yeah,
of?
exactly.
All those
yeah.
killing Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth watching?
It's a complete.
Yeah,
it's
great.
great.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
great.
It's a great film.
Danny gives it a thumbs up.
Oh, really?
He's the
No,
Danny's
it's two
a
guys
master.
who live in an old age home, and one of them thinks he's Elvis, and the other guy thinks he's John F. Kennedy, now a black man whose brain
No,
was.
they don't think they are. They are.
Well,
I
yeah.
think you find at the end they are.
They actually
Thanks
are.
for spoiling it.
He ruined it.
I don't. Thanks for.
Well, we'll talk
spoiling
to
it.
Bruce Campbell about this movie a little later. One more clip, so then they called the voicemail back one more time.
Ever since I was a little boy.
Just say sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I've done a lot of bad things
Sorry.
as a boy.
No, don't
sorry.
go on about it.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. I'm so sorry, alright? I'm so sorry that I had a difficult life.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andrew.
Just let it heal.
Let's just take some time together. Look, we can
No,
meet
he
up.
doesn't want to spend any time with you.
Gail
Just say
Garcia
sorry.
Morcablaka.
It's making it worse. Just say sorry.
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 Jonathan's sorry as well.
Sorry.
It was his idea. I was influenced.
Wow.
I just wanted to impress Jonathan Ross and
I didn't
got
impress
swept
anyone.
up in it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Very sorry.
Sorry about everything that's ever happened. You were good in the bill.
Stop that.
All right. No, but bye.
Do they do well over there?
Jonathan Ross is the most popular person on TV, and Russell Brand's the most popular comedian.
What about like that
But
radio
who's
show?
it? Why do they bother this guy?
I know it's.
I don't
They're
really get it still.
They're really crapping on the head of a guy who didn't do anything
He
to
didn't
them.
do. He didn't do.
or
anything.
to anybody else.
Yeah, and also, so what? You shagged his granddaughter.
Yeah, get over
she's
it.
an adult. She's allowed to have.
Wipe
sex.
your penis on the drapes and be quiet about it.
Boy, Lou.
Louis' first dump of the day.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Steve from Bay Show is actually pointing out, he goes, that's 2 breaks so far without Louis being dumped.
Oh, he's a potty
well,
mouth.
There it is.
I'm sorry.
That's okay because
Compared to the old days,
line was
no
good.
problem.
Oh, sorry.
Gotten
As
way
long as
better.
the line's good. I
Now-
don't care.
Just to sum up this thing, Russell Brand gets fired.
No, he gets pushed before he jumps before he gets pushed.
Oh, he jumps before. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
technically he leaves.
He quit, and
quit.
Jonathan Ross has been deducted 12 weeks' pay, which is 2.4 million American dollars.
Jeez.
What?
How come John Ross gets to stay with?
What?
Isn't he the first one?
Jonathan Ross is the biggest cash cow for the BBC. So it's like firing
What?
Letterman or something.
What kind of money was that?
Yeah, what?
2.4 million for a week?
So for
12 weeks.
2.4 million for 12
12
weeks.
weeks.
Looks like
12 weeks.
looks like we're moving to England, Ant.
Wow, I was listening to that, and then hearing that with the pay over there. Hip hip cheerio.
Oh, we can take England by storm.
No,
I feel like going over there.
The thing is, he's the #1 paid guy. But the thing is, you know, the BBC's got no commercials on it. It's like British TV. You got to pay a license for your television.
Right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What?
You don't have a choice. It's like the mafia. They've put something in your house, and now you have to pay protection money on it. You don't have a choice. It's to the government. If you don't, they have vans that drive around the streets that can detect whether you have a TV in your house.
And you got to pay a TV tax.
It's called a TV license. It's not a tax. It's a license.
Yeah.
Holy mother of pearl.
And it's about
I thought our taxes were bad.
No, but they also have something called, they have something really smart in British broadcasting and radio and TV called Watershed, which is just there's a certain hour of the night. It's like 9 p.m.
9 p.m. and then bring out the tits.
9 p.m. Do whatever you want. Absolutely anything you want after 9 p.m.
Oh,
It's
wow.
crazy.
And sometimes it's funny. You won't be watching a show that starts at 8, it ends at 10, and the first half of the show won't have any tits. And like,
Hold on with that word.
Do you believe they dump that?
Hold on. I'm going to reset because this is way too good.
We don't have
the 9
Watershed.
o'clock hour is called the what? Because I don't know what they dumped out.
It's called Watershed.
Watershed. Then anything goes starting at 9 o'clock, and that's when
At
they
9
break
o'clock,
out the boobs.
bring
Just
out
say
the
boobs.
Bring out the boobs.
breasts.
But they'll literally have a show.
Yeah.
that's-
Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
They'll have a show like a telethon or something that starts at 8 and ends at midnight. And for the first hour, nothing bad will happen. And then they start effing and seeing and bringing out the boobs and showing
Yeah.
a bit
Wow.
of... whatever they want. Yeah, we have, in Britain, phone sex lines where you can ring the girl who's on screen. And
On
there's
TV?
like 20 of them, and they're all models.
On TV.
On TV. You can ring the girl and you can get her to move
And you
around.
tell
and
her to do
stuff.
things?
It's all this stuff about the British being prudish when it comes to sex, wrong.
No, they're disgusting.
Never
They're
said prudish,
disgusting.
just lousy at it.
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, eating halfway through and all that type of stuff, yes.
Why did they get fired? Why were they being pressured over that? What rule did they break? It's not that great.
Just an
No, but as far as radio,
unpopular-
there's a few things in England, like common decency. It's not an actual law, but it should be. It should be.
I heard they broke some kind of prank call rule, but they called it answer machine, and you don't even know if they actually put all that stuff on the answer machine. There's tricks in this business.
Well,
So why?
Well, the thing is, they just picked on the wrong guy. Andrew Sachs is just beloved, and then
Who knew?
The Prime Minister.
The hell knew?
The Prime Minister even got involved. And just
Really?
went, it's not on. I love faulty towers. That was basically his argument.
Why would the Prime Minister get involved?
Well, because don't look at the economy.
Yeah.
Faulty towers. He's in trouble.
Maybe
Don't look
if
at
you
that.
called our Art Carney and just started just saying horrible things about his family.
And his awful Harry and Tonto Oscar, which he
Yeah.
never should have won because Pacino did Godfather 2 and got robbed.
Oh.
Same year.
Best
That's
picture.
right.
Well, you'd have
That's
to have
ridiculous.
the phone line break during a storm and fall over his tombstone in order to talk to
Who's
Art Carney
this?
at this point.
Who's Art Carney?
Some dead old.
The Honeymooners? Remember
Who's
Norton?
Norton?
Norton!
Oh, yeah. I know
Hey,
the
Rocky
parodies
boy.
of it. I never even got the
Greatest
show.
comedy ever.
Barney
Go
Rubbles.
get the DVD box set of the
predecessor.
Honeymooners, please.
It's the film version of the Flintstones.
Yeah. All right, listen.
Didn't he used to beat his
Exactly.
wife in that show? Wasn't that the whole thing?
No,
One
I
hour?
wish. The whole thing was she actually always got the upper hand on him.
And
He would
used
be
to
very
say,
nasty to her.
One of these days, Alice, which puts it in the perpetual future tense. Which means
Yes,
he didn't
one
do
of
it.
these days. Is gonna
Pow, right in the kisser, you boo.
Yeah,
I always assumed the time that was spent off screen, off camera, that fantasy time in between episodes, he was just beating the crap out of her somewhere in the bedroom and giving it to her. And she spoke Greek, let's just say.
Took French lessons.
I'd like to know that.
We got to take a break. We got Gerard Butler calling in from Rock and Rolla.
Oh.
And a few other films you might remember.
Righto.
Right. And Louis, you're leaving us for a little while?
What?
I'm leaving at 8:20. Not
Why? All right, we got you for a little
But
while.
you stay the whole time always.
My daughter's having a Halloween parade around her school.
Exactly. What are you doing?
So I'm going to go and see it. I want to see her. It's not an obligation. I just want to see her costume.
I'd like
No,
to
don't. That's
go
not,
if
that's
I
not right.
could.
What?
That's not right. Don't.
Sure.
Stealing Jimmy's bits.
Gonna
my kid.
watch little kids
I'd
in
like to
costumes
go.
walking around.
Yes, I'd much
right,
rather do that
mate.
than hang out here with you bunch of grown, hopeless idiots. Why would I want to not be with a bunch of kids in costumes?
agree.
Uncle Paul.
That should be written on your
hurts.
tombstone.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't I want to be with kids in costumes?
Yes.
I got cancer of the gums.
The hell?
All right, Louis is going to be at Governor's in Levittown. Jim Jeffries continues his run at Caroline's, and we'll continue the show next. Opie and Anthony.
The base is being put on condition red. I want this flash to all sections immediately.
Today's Opie and Anthony Google Bomb is I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton.
All right, let's do it. Insert launch key. Stand by.
That's I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton.
3, 2, 1. Launch. Turn your keys, sir.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony, good morning. Another busy show.
We're all getting rods looking at Pal Talk. Fantastic.
Some nice stuff going on Pal Talk today.
Yep.
Will some of these beauties be at the Halloween party tonight? That's the question. Or are we going to be hanging with just dudes again?
I don't know.
Did that happen last year? Was it just dudes?
Every gig we do, a bunch of guys.
So they check you for a vagina at the door, and if you have one, they refuse you entry.
When I'm on tour, when I used to be on the circuit, I used to get laid all the time. Now I'm off the circuit and just doing theatres and stuff. No, my audience is all men.
Oh, really?
Horrible. I'm making more money and getting successful and getting laid less. No. It's a price to pay.
I think so, yeah. We got omelets being cooked. Because who's cooking the omelets, Jimmy? Just because I know, but we like how you say it.
I
will. The reason.
I won't.
Huh?
I won't remember.
Okay. Jimmy will give you the plug in a second, and he'll do it properly. Don't you worry. And it's Roland's last day. We were going to do a big thing with Roland and it being his last day, but now we got Jim Jeffries and Louis C.K., so at this point, who gives a crap that he's leaving the radio show?
Very sad.
We got more important things to do. And we got a huge star on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess Roland wants to go out in style, man, because he's getting A-listers finally on his last day. Gerard Butler. Are you there, sir?
Yes.
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 Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Where are you calling from?
Probably about 100 yards away.
You're in New York?
Yeah, Chelsea.
Why couldn't you come up and just hang with us? We got omelets and everything.
You're a few blocks away.
Yeah, why don't you come up?
I don't know, because that's a very good question, but I just ate my own omelet, and I'm sitting here eating oatmeal as well, but next time I'll eat it with you guys.
See.
You having some, what is it, a haggis? What is that what they call it?
Honest.
Haggis.
I love haggis. I love it.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
You eat haggis at 2 in the morning.
Wait, what is
fried.
that?
It's like, it's got oats and a bit of beef in there and stuff, and it's cooked in a sheep's guts, and then you can eat it different. A haggis pizza.
Oh, really?
Oh, good stuff. Get into it.
Good stuff.
Edinburgh Festival, I live off the stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Yuck.
Hey, Roland said that you were a big fan of our show, and when I read this email, I'm like, wow, is Roland blowing smoke up our butts? I bet you never even heard of us. What is Roland doing?
I've totally heard you guys, and I've listened to the show, and I've even watched your little kind of animated pieces on my iPod.
That is freaking me out right now.
You know what?
Yeah.
We learned on Roland's last day that he isn't full of crap.
That's amazing.
Because that's exactly what he wrote. I'm like, I got to call out Roland today, but really, you watched the stuff on the iPod.
Yeah, I did. But listen, maybe he is full of crap because he knows how to do it, because he also said, those guys are huge fans of yours. You're going to come on the show.
Well, it's true.
You probably haven't heard who I am either, so.
You know what? It's true. I know we'll get to the new movie, of course.
Rock and Roller.
But I've watched the 300. I've watched it. It's got to be friggin' 15 times.
Yeah.
The movie's fantastic.
No, and it's all him. It's not even, it looks great, but it's really watching that guy being that intense.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Just not taking it. If I may, watch the language. You don't take any guff in that movie. Oh,
no.
Let me tell you.
No, that's because I eat haggis.
Yeah, haggis.
Hey, Gerard, it's Jim Norton. So Ludacris.
Good, he didn't say, oh, Jim. Yeah, good.
So Ludacris is also in this film coming up?
He is, yeah. Which film were we talking about? Rock and Roll? Yes, he is. Ludacris is in every film I do at the moment. I just finished another movie, Game, and Ludacris was in that as well. I think that he's following me around.
Yeah. Do you have to? Did you have to keep in the shape you were in 300 for these other roles?
The second one, Game, which is kind of an action flick, I had to get in some shape for, but I never have had to or ever will be prepared to, again, get in the shape that I got into 300.
That was ridiculous. Like, to watch that, it's like any guy that watches that just goes, I suck. as a human being. I do not have a human being's the body that you're supposed to have as a human. Those were like every one of the 300 were cut like that.
That was crazy.
Listen, can I just say, any guy that watches the movie 15 times definitely.
Well, let me tell you something. Your abs there, sweetie. It's like
that's a huge compliment that you watched the 15
there's 300 abs, 300 guys with abs. If you do the math, I guess that's what 3, 6, 9,
2,400,
1,800 abs.
No, you got to have it. Now it's all about the 8-pack, not the 6-pack.
It's
So you might have to read what there is. Yeah.
So what was that like in the gym? Just it had to be like every day for what? 15 minutes.
Not 15 minutes, but it was a long time. I'd say about 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12-minute workout. A quick thing with the, what'd you use? That little thing, the Thigh Master?
Yeah, that's
Abersizer.
An Abersizer, yeah, one of those things, the Bowflex.
It works
Abs
the
of
core.
steel.
It's not abs anymore, it's your core.
Oh, your core.
You got to work the whole core.
Please.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was a whole body suit just made of foam latex. So.
Oh, that was it. Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better.
Hey, Gerard, I got to tell you, nothing but props for beating up the paparazzi guy.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks.
He probably doesn't want to talk about it, but, you know, these guys tend to get a little too much.
Did he hit a guy?
He might have.
Well, what kind of stupid paparazzi?
I still have cuts in my knuckle from that incident.
He tried to punch you in the fist with his face, didn't he?
Yeah. He attacked me with 3 of his teeth, which But, I mean, was one of you guys about to say what kind of guy would chase home the guy from 300? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, who the hell would get after this guy and try to give him a hell like that and be an ass?
The paparazzo was chasing the limo, and, you weren't going to have any of that.
No, it was a red
If only
light.
Diana could fight like you.
There was nowhere else to go but out the back of my car and into his car.
So he got out and he punched the guy in the mouth.
What did you? Do you know how many people in Hollywood probably wanted to do that? I mean, what did you just had enough, right? They probably hassled you enough times, and you're like, the next guy that does this, I'm going to punch him in the face, or was it just a complete reaction in the moment?
It was a very much a reaction in the moment, but if I was to look back in it, then I think it was a build-up of. I was being, I was going round blocks. I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to follow me home, so I was on the block. He just wouldn't leave me. He was going through red lights just to keep up with me. So eventually, it starts to get a little bit claustrophobic, and I guess the Braveheart came out in me. Braveheart, the 300. What am I talking about? 300 came out.
Braveheart, whatever.
Yeah.
So very sad that I just said Braveheart. I think it's also very sad I just answered that question because I'm sure that any court case that was pending is now going to go against me.
Yeah, they're gonna make us give up this tape.
Well, Gerard, what was his?
Actually, charges were dropped. Can you believe it? The prosecutor threw out the charges because for that very reason.
Oh, that means other guys are going to be punching the paparazzi now.
Hope so.
Yeah. Now they're like,
vultures. Bunch of vultures.
Well, they do this thing now where I watch them doing it to Seal, where they'll start yelling at you like they're fans, so they can't be accused of harassment. They'll be like, "Hey, Gerard, big fan, love your stuff," and this way you can't say they're harassing you because they're acting like fans.
Yeah, and then they don't always even do that. They don't always bother with that because they know they can get away with murder. So sometimes they just go straight into the taunting, because for them, I guess. By the way, it's not fair to lump everybody in the same boat because some of them are awesome guys, but some of them are just out to make a buck and not buy a regular photograph. The only photograph that's worth anything to them, I guess, is a photograph where you're actually having a meltdown.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Yeah, we did it! We ruined this guy's life! Awesome!"
Some of that footage is fun to watch when you guys do the meltdown, but when you're a fan of the person, then you're on their side for punching the paparazzi in the face. So,
yeah,
I got to ask you, how good did it feel in that second when the fist connected and just the anger at the paparazzi in general? I mean, that must have really felt wonderful and vindicating in that split second.
Yeah, well, it was 3 punches, so each one. So.
Oh wow!
All right, well.
And a foot in the car, which caused an X-ray about a week ago. Oh,
you kicked the car?
And then I was like, because I kind of kicked his car as well. I had to go for an extra because I thought, I had a sore toe for about 4 days, but then I trained on top of it, and then the whole thing swelled up. And literally I thought, maybe God was on my side because I got away with it. But then when my toe swelled up, I thought, no, maybe he was a good guy and I'm the one in the wrong, because now I've got a broken toe. But
you were right. You were right.
Yeah.
How did somebody not just back down from the look? Like, you could have just done that slow over your shoulder look and then given him the eyes. And the guy would just run away or something. How do you sit there and get punched by this guy? Jesus.
I tried it, and then I realized that my windows were tinted, and they couldn't actually so,
Leonidas drives with tinted windows. Who knew?
Guys, we got a wrap.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
We have he's obviously doing a phone tour, but they have to wrap up. But Gerard Butler is obviously in rock and roll. It's in theaters today. Today's actually opening day.
Today's going wide, so I think it goes into about 800 cinemas today.
Trailer looks cool.
Yeah,
man.
Gerard, I know you have to leave, but just for the audience, what's the movie about? Really quickly, so we get that out there.
I guess I'm going to be asked this. Listen, it's a Guy Ritchie movie, so anybody that knows Guy Ritchie, that smashed Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yep.
I don't think I need to explain anymore. You asked me to explain the plot of a movie like that. But just say it's a bunch of fun. It's a hilarious, cool as hell movie.
Yeah, he's a friend of the show, Guy Ritchie. So right on, man. Hey, you got to stop by because there's so much else we want to ask you, and we could have a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was nice having you on.
I'd love to, definitely. And is this Roland's last day?
Yeah.
Yes, we hate that it is.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
He is the coolest guy, by the way. I have to say, I like Roland a lot.
We both went to go see Will Ferrell's show together. Hung out. He's the nicest person ever.
Roland's
the movie's awesome.
Roland's the 300 pounds.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine two different bodies standing next to each other.
And he sends me the sweetest emails from time to time that are just like, walking along New York, just saying, how you doing? All right. Sorry about the paparazzi thing. Hope you're good. And you're like, they're so unlike anybody else's emails, but they're so nice. You just go, oh, what a great guy.
That's so
Roland is a kook.
Yeah, he is a little nutty.
No,
That's what I'm trying to say.
But I saw Rock and Roller 3 times. It's awesome. So I would go see it.
Right on.
Go, guys.
All right, yeah, okay.
Hey, thank you, man.
Take care, man. Good luck with the movie.
Thank you, guys. It was great talking to you.
All right, Gerard.
We'll get you again. Gerard Butler, everyone. He
I'm
seems
sure.
like a really cool guy.
He is. I'm sure serious. Oh, I'm sorry. No, probably won't get him.
How great was it, by the way, though? How great was it to have a celebrity talk about the incident?
That never happened.
Yeah,
How great was it? The guy's like, yeah, this is what happened. It was, and he's not being a typical phony, boring celebrity. He's great.
He was going to come in, but he has to go film a movie in like 45 minutes.
That's fine. Hey, look, he called in. He was great.
No, but he'll come in, though.
That's why Lewis left.
Because there's a rumor he was dating Jennifer Aniston. I want to get to the bottom of that.
There's some other things, too, but...
yeah?
I know, yeah. I know some
Well, go and tell us some other things.
They all love Roland.
No. I wonder,
That just
that's
surprised
why.
me that
he was so cool.
Yeah, Roland, you have no reason.
And he kind of did know of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we hung out, I turned him onto the show, gave him all the stuff.
What clip
Yeah,
did
but
he watch?
you can tell anyone to say that they watched the cartoons on their iPod. Like,
No,
you
but-
didn't make reference to
No,
a
but
particular
in
one.
his defense,
Hey,
though,
stop.
I gave him-
I feel good about that
We
for
do,
a second.
Jim.
Let me feel good about myself.
Yes, you guys are very popular. It's a very good show. You're all doing a very good job.
Thank you.
There's,
Now I
there's
feel
not other
better.
radio shows going, Jocktober, let's listen to what these fools say.
I got scalding hot coffee, my friend.
I give him.
Oh, here we go. Here's a guy who's allegedly afraid of bananas. Let's see what happens there.
I
I've
forgot
never
about
threatened you with a banana.
No, with the bananas, right.
Yeah, we've left you alone with the bananas.
No, you were very good yesterday.
All right. No bananas for you this time around.
You were very good.
Yes, Roland.
No, I'm just saying I gave him the XM so he could listen to the show, and then he became a fan. That's why he emails back and forth.
I would love to get him on the show.
You're pen pals with
Seems
him.
like a good hang, man.
I'm sure the new person. No, I don't think so. Unless if they have his personal email and phone number, I'm sure they could call him.
Do you have that stuff?
I do.
I'd like it.
Yeah, no.
Hi, Jim Norton. Click.
Click.
I love that when you said, hi, it's Jim Norton here, and the silence.
Of course.
Just the silence of a guy who was allegedly a fan of the
That's
show.
normally the silence. That's why I do it.
No, it's a great bit because sometimes they know and then we get really mad and then when they don't know we're very happy.
I know they're all
It's a
rooting against
great. It's an awesome bit. It works both ways. It's a little game we play with each other.
90% of the time, that's what it is. Hey, it's Jim Norton, and I could have just as easily have said, "Do you like cinnamon toast?"
Yeah.
Oh, I do like cinnamon toast.
Every once in a while, though, a big star knows Jim Norton. And
it annoys me.
You can't live with the guy at that point.
And it's pure jealousy.
Oh, yeah, of
I
course.
just get jealous of that.
All right, Roland's last day. You enjoying the omelets there, Roland?
Yeah, they're very delicious.
All right. And what's the plug for the omelets there, Jimmy?
If you would like an omelet like this, and I will say they were very, very good.
They were good.
In Weehawken, there's a little place called Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Difficult to say quickly, but fantastic food. I've eaten in many of them. They're all over the country.
Hey, and it has to be acknowledged.
And the steak is really, really good.
Jim Jeffries had a great line in that interview. Too bad a lady died, couldn't fight, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Oh, thank you. Are you reminding me that I've done a good one joke today?
Oh, it was very good.
That's very great. Well, no, we're all very good. You run a good show.
It was very, very funny.
But Jim, there was no need to go there. I mean, the poor lady.
Yeah. Let her rest in peace, my friend. Roland's last day, we put together a little montage of Roland singing over the last couple of years.
I'm sad that Roland is leaving. I'm going to miss you, Roland. I really, I love you on the show.
I'm going to miss the show, too.
I'm going to miss you very much.
And whoever places me can suck my balls.
I hear it's quite a cute girl replacing you, so yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, C-word.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Roland.
C-word.
We still have hope we can bring you back on board.
Geez, the new person's going to get a hard time, aren't they?
They didn't even listen to us. We pleaded and said, look, this is something that really helped the show over the years, and I hope you know what you're doing because...
How long you been with us?
They got their own booker. It's a whole thing. Because someone's like, why don't you just pay Roland? And we can't even do that. It's a whole involved thing.
Believe me, we would if that was that simple. You think we wouldn't pay? Of course we would.
So...
How long you been with us, man? Because before...
4 years, like 3.5 years.
Yeah.
It was hard before Roland to get guests, and then this magical, sweet boy came on and helped the show tremendously.
Yeah, that was what the show was missing for many years was the guest angle. We used to get like the C-listers, some of the people on their way up, and then on their way down. That was it. We never got the guys on top like we did today. This guy's on top, this Gerard Butler.
And Roland was the greatest diversionary guy. Like when somebody was supposed to come in, they couldn't. He'd be like, they're on set. But Roland, it's Christmas Eve. But it's New Zealand. And he just sold it, and you're like, all right.
Gotta believe Roland. All right, we got a lot of clips. Maybe we'll play a few of the clips. We got his first appearance on the show. We can do after the break.
Oh yeah.
The famous, how he mispronounced, and maybe some of the fights that Roland had. I mean, he took on everybody. This guy's insane, Jim Jeffries. But first, a little montage of just some of the songs he sang for us over the last few years.
Hey, the girls are daddy home, don't go easy all alone. There's a bit design. I'm fine. When there's always something there to remind me.
They tried to take me to rehab. I said no, no, no.
The world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was we dance like a wave of an ocean romance. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, I just run. I run both night and day.
I couldn't get away.
We're back, and Primetime Gossip is coming to you on a day of remembrance. For weeks now, the people have been wondering who is leaving the Opie and Anthony show after Opie's big announcement.
Somebody that has helped the show a lot is leaving. His last day's Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the day has finally come, and today, the Opie and Anthony show officially says goodbye to all-star talent booker Roland.
Why don't you ask Roland why
not there?
Why we didn't get Catherine McPhee?
I did.
And what did he say?
He kissed me.
He wasn't.
Throughout his time on the Opie and Anthony Show, Roland has landed in-studio appearances from such A-listers as Bitsy Tulloch from the hit show Quarter Life, a phoner from Donna D'Errico, and even the Jerry Springer Show's Steve Wilkos.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Roland quickly became a hit on the show with his astounding improv catchphrases.
Yeah, it's out Friday wide.
And sociopathic tendencies.
Hey, wait, how's your dog? Is it still dead?
Roland will be sorely missed. When reached for comment, Roland had only this to say about his experience with O&A.
It was the most awkward thing ever. I'm going to go home and take a shower.
See you later, Roland. We'll have to find someone else who won't be able to book Danny DeVito, Terrence Howard, Christian Bale, Robert De Niro, or anyone else of real value. Good riddance.
Going to play back a few Roland clips in a minute here, but Opie and Anthony, by the way, Jim Jeffries, Caroline's, and Norton's got so much going on, I don't even know where to begin. You should just throw them to your MySpace and let them figure it out, Jimmy.
The only one I'll give them right now.
MySpace.com/Anthony Cumia.
No!
That's right.
That's not helping.
That's right. AnthonyCumia. That's how you get to,
My DC tickets go on sale at 10 o'clock for December 5th.
I was going to ask you if you're
How
trolling.
are you that you have to say the time that they go on sale?
Ticketmaster, because you want a good on sale, and we're heard all over the
No, but I
country.
mean, that's good that you go at 10 o'clock, because if you ring up at 12, they might all be gone. I think that's excellent.
Yo, it's actually like a 500-seat theater. It's not a massive theater. So
Right,
I've always sold out there.
Me and Jim were talking about, because he goes, what are you, one of those gun nuts?
Jim Jeffries.
And I just said, yeah. You know, I love my guns. Whenever I'm bored, I just go out and buy a gun. Mm-hmm. You know, I buy a new gun. I'll go to the gun store. I'll go to the range, fire off some shots. And Jim Jeffries was like, you're saying you couldn't own a gun.
I'd top myself.
Yeah.
There's no way I wouldn't kill myself if I had a gun. Like, not every day. It's only a once in a lifetime thing, isn't it? But
you can only do that once.
Yeah, but if I get really upset, or I'd shoot me girlfriend, or me. If I had one in my house growing up, one of my brothers would be dead.
You'd have killed him.
One of them. We would have had a fight. I clubbed one of them with a golf club, right? And this is a brother I love. If I had a gun and something that instant, no, I couldn't handle that.
See, some people like that, and that's very responsible of you to identify that, and know that. And
I once stabbed myself in the thigh with a compass when I was at school.
Oh.
Yeah, not like a directional one.
No,
like
one of those old, draw a nice round circle.
Just feeling a bit down. I'm not really a self-harmer as such. I've never really been a cutter, but I did stab me, yeah.
You stabbed it? How deep? Pretty good?
I was just bored in school. Just rammed it through me bloody leg. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I had to get a tetanus shot.
And then Jim was also saying that you couldn't have one of those houses.
Couldn't live in a house that had a big spiral staircase where you have to walk up to your bedroom and there's like a banister and you look down, there's a chandelier in the middle and there's a marble floor like 4 stories down.
Oh, you've been to Anthony's house.
There's some of these houses in Britain, it's like, isn't this a beautiful house? Like you see them on cribs and stuff. I'm like, no way. I'd come in drunk and just go, what's the point? And especially if you start doing that, I've got money, but I don't have love, right? That would make it even sadder. What's the use of money if I haven't got someone to share it with? And then I would
Big
die.
lonely house, yes.
Oh, is that echoing back off my marble floors?
That's what I was talking about the other day. Sometimes I just like, because I was in a relationship for 8 years.
Right.
And then she decides, I don't want to be in this anymore, so she kind of takes off. And I got this giant house that was empty. We had lived there for almost a couple of years, and she just really didn't do anything. Neither did I, but, she was home all the time. Didn't do anything to, like, really get it filled up with furniture. Because once you have a nice house, you got to fill it up.
Yeah.
It takes a while. So right when she broke up, when she left, I got somebody in there to decorate it. Get furniture, curtains, the whole schmear. Go in the back, put a pool in. I mean, I just went bullcrap on everything. I wanted everything. And then things they start moving. And I was saying the other day how sometimes I'll just walk around and be like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I go to the fridge, open it up, grab another beer, and then just sit down at the computer for a while. And I'm just walking around going, what am I doing?
I have this flat in London. It's only a one-bedroom flat, but my girlfriend left me, and I was left alone in this flat. And I sort of go away on tour for 3 months, and I come back for a month and just sit there, right? And this might sound terrible. I got mice in the flat. It was fantastic. It gave me a hobby. Once I killed them all, I was slightly depressed. There was like 4 or 5 of them.
You were hunting?
I killed one of them with a tennis ball. I swear to God, with a tennis ball. The greatest sporting moment of my life. You can see from my living room down to the kitchen, and I saw him run from underneath the washing machine, underneath the fridge, and I went, come on, come back, friend. And I scomed the little bastard. He rolled, stunned and everything. I laid there as he was sort of dazed, and I smashed his head in. It was a tremendous day. I had to ring someone.
I got him with a tennis ball.
Yeah, I got him with a tennis ball. I don't even play tennis. Why was there a tennis ball in my house? I don't even have a dog. It's like I picked it up somewhere, like I foresaw that this was going to happen. Like, if you got that on YouTube, that would be a hit.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy.
Fake.
So fake.
I got him.
Somebody with you could see the string pulling the mouse.
And this is how lonely I had to ring my mum to tell her. Mum, I hit him in the house with a tennis ball. She goes, you got mice? That's how the plague came in. It's not good for you. That's probably why you scratch yourself all the time. I'm not scratching myself. You got fleas. No, I never said I got fleas.
Hey, you also said that you have a great suicide
habit. Oh, yeah, because he was saying...
You have the suicide habit?
He doesn't want to live in that, but I do. I have, like, that nightmarish house for you, then, because it does have a staircase. You could throw yourself off the balcony onto marble. It's got like a balcony that you can hang yourself on.
I have to stop you right here. You do realize if you ever kill yourself, this is the clip they're going to play on the news.
Oh, they'll play this.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
You could, quickly just shoot yourself because, I do have the gun.
I'm going to give odds to the people at home on which one he's going to do in the future.
Which method? Drowning, because I got the pool in the back.
Drowning's hard, though. You got to tie... I've thought about drowning.
That's
I've thought about... You've got to tie weights to your limbs, and that's a lot of effort.
The moment, though, that you're like, all right, this is it. I got to breathe in.
Yeah.
And that's got to hurt.
No, it's horrible. I think gun to the head. That's
breathing in water. You ever drinking water and it goes down the wrong pipe and you're just... Oh, God! Imagine
that's the thought.
Full lungs of water just
and
being
your nose
inhaled. That's got to hurt.
It's got to suck.
Because you can't physically drown yourself if you know how to swim unless you tie weights to yourself.
Yeah, your own self-preservation mechanism.
Your body will...
People do hang themselves, though, where they could get up if they wanted.
Yeah?
But yeah, people hang themselves...
Oh, they kind of kneel almost.
Yeah.
They're standing there with the news and they
talking
slowly...
the Michael Hutchins off the door.
They show... What they do is...
Really happened there.
You know what it is? I don't think they want that broken neck... And I don't think they want to sit there and kick their legs, so they slowly go down, cut off the blood supply so you pass out first, and then you'll just put the rest of the weight on your neck and you'll be dead.
Okay.
Jimmy, we saw that, right?
What?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really...
Hooker? Where'd you put her? You cut her up?
Just say we saw that.
What do you mean you saw that?
That's all we could say. We just...
It was creepy. But yeah,
don't be telling this is creepy. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all I'll say.
We're in a hotel.
No, sometimes we don't have to explain things right away.
That's right. Maybe a couple people.
Remember this break that Jimmy and I saw exactly what you described. That's all.
And the answer is lingerie.
The answer will be someday.
I have fine cutlery that you could go for your wrist.
I've got a lot of things I could stab myself with.
Yeah,
but I'm just not really. I haven't got the guts for that.
Yeah. But you think you would have the guts to put a gun to your head?
I think I could do that. I could. Yeah, that's the one I could do.
In a moment.
That's an easy one.
At one down moment because it's so fast.
What about the fire pit? You forgot about the fire pit.
No one's dumping themselves on a fire pit.
There's some crazy Hindus.
He has one dead guy in the fire pit already.
I always like it whenever there's like a burn victim on the news and the newsreader goes like this. They go, escape just with a life. They go,
didn't hear me.
They're alive, but they've been burnt beyond recognition, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen a burn victim? Most recognizable person in a room. The term should be burnt to recognition. That's one of my bits, but it's still good. It's still worth working in.
You know him every time you see him.
Yeah. This is my friend Steve. No one used to notice him at parties, but since the accident, he's gone from plain to extra crispy, and girls hug him out of pity.
Do you know, I saw the worst footage I've ever seen in my life was online recently. It was an Islamic execution, and it was 3 guys, and they set up. They
one
took
cup.
They had a flaming pit like your fire pit, but in the dirt, a big pit of fire, and they were there, they were reading whatever, and there's shut up. 3 guys on their hands and knees, tied with their blindfolds on, and they're being doused with gasoline by these guys, and then they just push them backwards into this flaming pit. And that was how they executed
Sparta!
Yeah.
Wow, that's a hell of a way to go.
I see. That's one of those things that, like,
fire.
They'll go on, it's traditional or something like that.
Was
it really with the petrol? Was that traditional?
Yeah, traditional.
Yeah,
were they kicking and screaming for a little while?
They didn't show. They just did. It was just a big flaming.
Did they serve it with some hummus?
And some pita.
Yeah, some hummus.
You would take a beheading of that. Over burning to death in a pit.
An infidel kebab?
Dude, burning or sawing the head off, beheading?
Sawing the head off.
That's a rough
I don't mind
choice
one
to
of
make.
those Hassan chop, like quick, off with the head kind of thing.
I like
but
halal.
That's sawing.
No, you got to go with the burning.
That's
you have
no,
burning alive.
Burning alive
over beheading? Yes.
No, I would take
over
beheading.
A slow beheading.
It's not that slow.
It is slow. You've seen the videos.
The fire will take out your nerve endings, hopefully faster than a sword slowly going through your neck.
I think within 10 seconds of the sword, you'll pass out of pain.
10 seconds of the fire, you're out.
I've seen them. You don't.
Yeah.
They try to breathe the whole time.
I smell bit.
What, we do this?
Yeah, let's see what.
Let's see if the lawyers will sign off. Somebody who's really sick.
I want.
It's about time you come back to me. Right on. We're doing this.
Stump Brain, I want you to actually approach the lawyers with this one. Approved.
Tell him.
Like in Shawshank when he gives the speech for his parole.
Anthony, tell him.
They approve him. That's what it is. We'll give this outrageous bit and they'll just approved.
But tell the lawyers that we found someone, they're going to kill himself, and they want to do it for the show, and they'll write away everything so no one gets sued.
And we want to know.
And you
can
sell it.
What's worse?
Yeah.
We have 2 people. We want to know what's worse: beheading slowly or burning to death.
Offer a prize though.
To the next of
to
kin.
their family, to their next of kin.
Right.
Just offer them they get to be in the next stripper competition.
We'll pay off their house for them.
What?
Yeah. Because people are having a tough time with the mortgage thing.
Hey, I've seen the videos of all of it, and burning to death is horrendous. I mean, beheading is awful. Yeah. But your whole body on fire. You don't die in 2 seconds. I showed you that video of the guy in the park who was on fire.
Yeah, but he
and they're trying to put him out.
I mean,
literally
really
for a minute he's on fire.
I mean, really on fire. Not like the old Bugs Bunny Hotfoot.
Dude, he was on fire. His whole torso was burning.
Did you ever see that footage of when they tried the terrorist attack on Glasgow Airport? You must have gotten this.
I've seen the truck.
The guy driving the truck in.
It's just brilliant. When the guy drives the truck in, he comes out of the truck on flames.
Yeah.
Some Glaswegian bloke says to himself, he goes, I don't think that guy's in enough pain. Goes up and punches him. Like wasn't the guy under control? He was punching a flaming man going, you bloody terrorist, boom!
That rules.
Like, that's the bravest guy in the world, and then he gets, like, a bravery award. It's like, the guy was under control.
Is there a video of this?
I think there is. I think there's a news story. There's 2 of them. They went and punched the flaming man.
Good.
And in Glasgow, that just looks like a bad bachelor party. Like, that's not even a terrorist attack. It was just a guy in flame. No one got hurt.
He gets out. He's like, oh, my God, I'm on fire. How much worse could this get? Wham, he's punching
Wait, he's not putting me out.
Yeah, a Glaswegian's punching him, man.
Did you see the footage of the terrorist, the suicide bomber, where it blew off one of his legs in the bottom and he's still alive?
Still alive.
Old Hoppy.
Still alive. Oh, half a bomb and he's still alive.
Yes. What's his favorite restaurant? IHOP.
Hey, what you know,
folks. Roland's last day.
If that's not light of the day, I give up on this.
How do you know that's his favorite restaurant? I don't even know if they have them over there.
Literal Jim.
Spread lies.
Roland's last day. The guys put together a lot of clips. We didn't get to a lot of them just because we have so much going on today. We have Roland, the first time he made an appearance on our show.
Oh, let's hear that. I'm sure it was
with Danny Bana.
Oh, that's right.
We could either play that. We got.
Is he still around, Danny Bonaducci?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he'd be dead by drugs or something now.
You would think.
We also have him being just a complete psycho, and we have when we tickled him.
I say the first one we play.
The first one?
Yeah, because he couldn't say a certain word.
All right, this is Roland. The first time he was on air with us, and we realized we had radio gold besides a good booker, a real good booker. A great booker.
That's right. Terrible person.
Terrible person, yeah. Awful Ranger fan.
What's his name? Go ahead. Come on.
Danny Bonaduce.
You guys don't understand. This is what he does for a living. He's got to be in the know.
God.
His name is what?
Danny Bonaduce.
Douchey.
Hey, douchey.
All right, one more try. It's
Danny Bonaduce.
He is falling apart.
Can you say it now, by the way?
Yeah. I don't know now that I heard this. Danny Bonaduce?
Oh my God. You got Danny wrong. Okay.
Danny Bonaduce.
Bonaduce.
What? He can't even say Danny anymore.
Who is it?
Danny Bonaduce.
There you go.
All right.
Danny Bonaduce.
Is Richard Belzer wearing a costume on CW11? Look at his ears. He looks
he's a
like
big-eared man.
Chimpanzee. Richard Belzer looks like a chimpanzee.
Or Black Girl's brother.
Who's dressed as Howard Stern on the other one?
Is that Howard?
I think it is. Kill All Media.
Oh, my God.
It is.
The worst Howard costume ever.
It looks more like Gene Simmons.
Oh, you had to bring up Gene Simmons.
Slowly I turn, step by step.
What, you don't like Gene Simmons?
Gene Simmons is a piece of crap. What a douche he is.
You didn't mention Gene Simmons.
I've never had an opinion on him either way.
Gene Simmons is a self-serving,
here we go,
sellout douchebag who is also a phony, a liar, and a creep.
But how do you feel about him as a person?
He disrespected me personally by trying to pick up on my girlfriend, knowing it was my girlfriend, coming on my show, and then screwing with me about it without me knowing that he was trying to do this. My chick was all upset at the time because he was like pinned her against the wall, pretty much, and was being very forward.
Right.
And and then he comes on the show, and I was like, oh, well, so what are you doing tonight? He goes, maybe I'll just F your girlfriend. And I kind of laughed because I figured he didn't know who my girlfriend was or anything like that. But he did, and he was talking to her and trying to pick up on her like this old bat would do, just anything to try to keep his lousy ego going. And it was just, I'm broken up with her now, so I don't care if he just bangs the hell out of her.
Right,
whatever. Give her a good one. Well, you know, but at the time, it was nothing but sheer disrespect for me, and Gene Simmons can kiss my balls.
Well, he can probably lick your ass at the same time.
Exactly, thank you.
Did I just get... That was a good line.
We both got dumped out, but I figured...
They heard it. They heard it on the internet and satellite. Don't worry about it.
I just... The guy...
Gene Simmons tongue joke.
I despise him for doing that to me, because it was... I took it very personally that he went and personally disrespected me as he's on my show, plugging more of his Kiss garbage. What are you selling now? What are you selling now, huh? Kiss Geritol? Why don't you do that? Wrap the Kiss logo around Geritol. Just call it Kiss Energy for ancient people. And his stupid porno that he made, you see that?
No.
Did you see that anticlimactic piece of garbage that he did?
I'm getting comfortable for this.
I don't like repeating things and stuff, but it's the best way to describe it. Like, do you ever see National Geographic when they show the old lion on it's his last year as head of the Pride, and he's nailing the lioness, and he just does that rump kind of a motion? That's Gene Simmons porno. He doesn't know how to have sex with a woman properly and make her feel good. He doesn't. I'm sorry. I was watching the video and going, that has got to be the most unsatisfied woman ever. But I'm Gene Simmons. Look at my tongue. I know how to... Stop. If you wouldn't use it half the time for yapping about some candy bar that's coming out, or a credit card with the logo on it, or who you're suing for saying the word kiss. Jackass. I hear he goes to carnivals and has kissing boots closed. That's my band's name. It's Kiss. I don't, jackass.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah.
For bringing up Gene Simmons.
I have a surprise for you, Anthony.
Huh?
I have a surprise for Anthony.
What?
Gene, come on in.
That's good.
That would rule.
Let him come in.
That would rule.
Let him come in.
That would rule.
That ass.
That lion.
There it is. Look at that lion. That is the most lackluster lay that lioness has ever gotten. Hello. How are you? Have you bought the Gene Simmons Kiss coffin? Where are you going?
Oh, they do sell coffins, don't they?
Oh, of course they do.
I saw that on the show.
She just went to lay down after the lion gave
That's
it to
what
her.
Gene should have been laying in when he had sex with that broad. Hey, maybe they thought she was dead. Well,
all right. Roland's last day.
Suffice to say, I'm not a Gene Simmons fan.
No. Oh, he'll have a rebuttal.
Will he?
Yeah, he'll be brave enough to try to call the show.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to lose this one,
Why so angry?
You're going to lose this one.
Why so angry?
Roland's last day, the boys put together a little song, remembering Roland. And then we'll do the plugs and we'll wrap up the show, okay?
Roland.
But first, this for Roland.
Well, Roland, you get nothing. That's your tribute.
Why would it work on
Ew.
Roland's last day?
Ew.
Hold on a minute.
Is it a Kiss song?
Huh? Yeah. For Roland, the boys did this.
They're showing their costumes. What is he supposed to be?
A douche.
It's on the news.
All right.
Yeah,
A douche. I'm dressed as a douche.
We'll figure out the costumes as we play this for Roland and the listeners who love you, Roland.
Right.
No. Why the hell?
Heck.
It's
there we go.
Here it is.
Where's Roland?
Roland doesn't want to come on here.
Here comes Roland.
Yeah, we're not.
There he is.
Why don't you want to be on the air?
What? Well, because we have to keep on continuing getting guests on the show, so I can't really be on air.
Why? You're not hurting that. You're good. You're good on the air, and you get good guests.
And you get good guests.
You don't hurt the guests.
It works fine for like both things.
It makes our show even better, which means bigger guests will be on our show.
Yeah, it's funny. It's harmless.
It is harmless.
It's so harmless.
Say his name. Say his name.
Danny Bonaducci.
You're in this business, you ass. You should know the names of the celebrities that you're trying to promote on shows and stuff.
I do, and there's now a mic in front of me.
The reviews are amazing on this film. I took it on vacation. Everyone that I went on vacation with saw the movie and absolutely, well, I'll tell him, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's out Friday wide.
What's his name? Danny
Bonaduce.
It's not that. It's never going to be Bonaduce, ever. So never say it again.
Dave's an idiot, as we all know. I mean, I know.
How could you call him an idiot
like
during
Dave?
such a happy time in his life? He's going to be a father.
I hope the kid's retarded. There you go.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I hope the word I lost my baby comes in a month.
Where's Roland? Where's Roland? Get Roland in this good studio right now. That's right. Roland is... All right.
They're beating the crap out of each other.
I'll get you anytime you want.
The sheriff's office says 6-year-old Jean Pierce was driving Sunday night in the Killsville near Tampa, where she was hit by another vehicle. Pierce died at the scene.
You don't want to get on you don't want to get on Roland's bad side.
No, you don't want to get on his bad side.
Bad side.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's taking me a week to get to the other bad side.
Rich Voss, you can see him on Letterman. No. Leno, no. Kimmel, no. Wait, CW11, the channel I'll see you on. That was go yourself. Guilty mother. You're the only tan Jew in the world. Yourself.
Danny.
I'm going for that knuckle next.
Danny Bonaducci.
That's another name. It will never be douchey.
What happened?
Poking around inside the chest. He go himself.
Roland has emotions.
Touch him the same way
How's your dog? Is he still dead?
This is the best transformation I have ever seen.
Oh my God!
I should be in a movie.
My condolences.
You got it all right to the last syllable. Just keep trying the last syllable.
Bonaduce.
We've told you that's wrong. His name is not Deuce or Douchey ever. Never say it again ever. Oh, you're fantastic,
It's
man.
not like he's a truck driver. He's not. This is your
How has he
career.
been walking around this studio for so long?
I'm so mad.
Gold
This guy's
has been walking
I'm
around.
mad at Dan and Derek and Travis and
Ourselves.
Danny and Steve for not bringing this to our attention sooner. You're a dummy.
Poor Roland on his last day.
That was lovely.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy, Roland.
Yeah.
Say retard again.
Retard.
Yeah.
It's not a good day.
Aww.
The show will suffer. I don't care what they tell us.
Yes, it will.
We'll suffer.
Is the new person funny? Have you met them?
No, we haven't met him.
You're going to give them a hard time, though, aren't you?
It's a her.
Yeah, if you're listening right now to the show.
You know, this business stinks.
Now
they
you're,
never listen to the people that are in the know.
Like, you don't
Us.
come over with us. Is that it?
Well, I have 3 more guests over there then.
Oh.
Wait, 3?
No, I mean,
No, we're not talking about the omelet.
I
part.
did.
You're coming over to, okay. I thought maybe we were just saying our goodbye and
I
that
know.
was it.
No,
And no more on the air at all. Or,
Well, for this side of the audience, this is it for Roland.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it.
So we have going over to the satellite. We have
Bruce Campbell's
Bruce
there.
Campbell. Yeah, he's already there, waiting. Nice and
Oh,
early.
really?
Yeah. He's there.
Gotta respect that.
He's very excited. Well, we'll talk to him in a few minutes. We should
Yes.
get all the plugs in.
Yep.
And
Jim-
your mom's box.
Oh, he did it.
He did it.
Oh, boy, he did it. Take his headphones. He's not allowed to say anything else now.
Mm-hmm.
Escort him out of the studio.
Damn.
There he goes, rolling for the last time.
There he
He
goes.
spilled water
He's
like
just
it was
trashing the place.
something else.
Oh.
He just
spilled water like it was something else.
Yeah. So, Jim Jeffries, we start with you. Caroline's.
I'm doing Caroline's double bill, me and Gene Simmons, Saturday night.
Not tonight, though, because you're going to be at our
Not
Halloween
tonight,
party.
I'm going to be at the Halloween party, so if anyone wants to meet me at the Halloween party, I'm the guy in the leather jacket with out the costume.
Right.
Foreign guy. That's
I
what I'm
will
going as.
introduce you to everybody.
I'm going to try to pick up one of your fans.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is my goal this evening.
Which fat guy are you looking for?
I know. I expect I'll be sleeping with someone who looks like the comic book character from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Cafe tonight, the Halloween party, 7 to whenever. We fixed that because they were only going to give us like 3 hours, which is just dumb.
That's
just
whack.
stupid, right? And what else we got? Norton, you got your tickets going on sale for the D.C. area?
December 5th, I'm doing the State Theater. It's right outside of D.C. in Virginia, Falls Church. And it goes on sale 1 hour on Ticketmaster. I'm only doing one night. And I guess the book goes on sale Tuesday, Election Day.
That's exciting.
I hate your
man.
guts, and I'm doing a book signing Monday at Borders here in Penn
Exciting.
Station. Yeah, man, I'm really
That
excited.
thing is
Is
going
that the name of your
sell.
book?
I hope so.
I hate you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
Can I have a copy?
people are going to be talking about this book. The media is going to they can't avoid this one.
I hope so.
Yeah, people will be talking about Norton's book. And then Norton, because you do such a great job with the plug, the omelets were provided by who?
I'll give them Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Weehawken.
did it right.
But everybody knows, even if I say Ruth's Chris, everybody knows it's Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I mean, the steak was amazing. It was great food.
And speaking of that,
They don't really need they're like every other, they're like a major national name restaurant.
yeah.
So, you know, you
And
do everything.
Ted the Ghost Hunter, or however the hell you say that, Coke Logic made an animation. It's going up very soon.
Oh, I can't wait to
I always
see
hear that, and then like 3 weeks later, they're
No,
still not
so-
up. How about you put it up, CL?
Wow.
I don't
How
know
about that?
I don't know if it's today, but it'll be up very
When?
soon. ONARadio.com, Coke Logic's latest
When's it
animation
going up, Gregory?
will be Ted the Ghost Hunter. All right.
See you tonight at a Halloween party, man.
Yeah, we're going to leave you with Roland singing one more song for everybody. Brand new stuff. The last thing Roland did for us. Jim Jeffries, a pleasure, man.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll leave you with Roland singing. We'll see you guys soon. And for the people that are, staying with us, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case. of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets. Is that regrets? I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall, and I did it my way. I loved, I laughed and cried. I had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way. No, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For it is a man, what has he got? If not himself, then he was not to say the things he truly felt, and not the words of no who he kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my yes, I did it my way. Clear much.
Right on. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. In studio, Bruce Campbell.
Hello. Yeah, right here
Good
when
morning.
we get here.
Yeah,
Cool with
good morning.
that.
Good
morning.
You were just sitting here by yourself as we were finishing at the other joint. Yeah.
In front of a festive
the studio audience.
Halloween
studio
crowd
audience.
we have over here. Oh, there they go. Look at they're clapping like it's Wonderama.
Hey, Bruce reminded us the last time he was on the show, which is way too long.
2001,
I think.
It was a few years ago.
That's a while ago.
2001, and what was happening for
Montana Gunn, the actress
Yes.
with quotes, was in your studio. Naked, as I recall, and she was shoving ice cubes up her butt and projectile shooting them out of her butt. And I believe you ate the ice cubes.
Jim Norton was eating the ice cubes.
That was the day Jimmy.
I didn't know Bruce was in for that.
But it was fun to
famous
watch
bit.
Bruce just reach for my name and not be able to get it. He's like, it was
That
Yeah, but I couldn't be happier.
But I got to tell you, the gross part was not spitting the ice cube out the butt. It was you catching it and putting it in your freaking mouth. What's up with that?
It was delicious.
I did that in Thailand, and then I got sick because they got bad water out there.
Yeah, it was the water.
That was the thing that was so bad.
I guess that's a lesson to all the listeners. Do not catch an ice cube that's been projectile out of someone's butt.
Now, that was on regular radio, and that was 2001. Just to bring you up to speed, yesterday we had strippers coming in and stripping. They weren't allowed to be naked. So the rules have changed. Thank God for satellite radio. I was telling Bruce, sometimes we listen to the replays and we hear these bits and we're like, there's no way we did that on regular radio.
Yeah. Because now it's so restricted, you can't do anything really. But here, hey.
Anything goes. So if you want to get naked and then shoot ice cubes out your butt.
Whatever you want to do.
I am naked right now.
See, you can just tell the people that and they'll believe it.
And Anthony, very excited that Bruce Campbell's in. We're all excited, but especially Anthony because he brought in like an action figure.
He got the figure. He's got the big fat ash.
The big fat ash, exactly.
But Anthony never brings anything in. He rarely gets pictures with celebrities, but he was so excited and
I'm not a collector of things like that. It has nothing to do with that because I'm sure you've seen the people that come with the pristine box and they're like,
they get crabby too because if you don't sign it in the right place, you're an asshole.
They go, you're the asshole.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh no, I've had a guy go, oh no, not there. Oh no, not there. Oh no, not there. I'm like, dude, show me.
Yeah,
right here.
All right, you know what? You sign it.
You sign it exactly.
You sign it. So I have one of these. Big 18-inch high fucking ash action figures. It's great. All articulated joints.
I signed his thigh. His thigh is now signed.
And the thigh is signed with a nice silver Sharpie. And that thing, I took it out of the box. I'm not one of these, keep it in the box. Take it out of the box so you can display the goddamn thing.
What are you going to do with it?
By taking out the box?
That is going to
just
take
lost a lot of value there. It's got no resale.
Yeah, no resale value now.
None.
It's going to take a place of honor in my office
next to
some piece of Hitler memorabilia.
You have an office?
You should have asked that, Bruce.
Actually, I do have an
office.
What
do you have an office for?
To jerk off to porn on the computer. On a very nice, expensive
you got to have a quiet place to do that.
Yes,
that's right,
you do.
I understand.
Look at my guns and not think about suicide.
Because look at me, I have no taste. I'm masturbating right now.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I should be using your office.
No, not there. Not there.
Not there.
No, not there. There would be people that come in and want to scoop it up and go, eBay, Bruce Campbell's jizz.
His essence.
Yeah, his essence, his seed, if you will.
His genetic signature.
Good, some other jerk can play to ash now.
Yeah, you can just clone people. You, Halloween, of course.
Halloween, New York City, man. You don't get any crazier than that.
Yeah.
I want to see that parade.
Do you?
It's my favorite opportunity because there's 4,000 cops on every corner.
Yeah.
Is coming up to him and going, I got to tell you, man, that is a great costume. And, some guys laugh and some guys go, get the fuck out of here. Move away.
That gun looks real.
A parade?
Yeah, that gun looks really real.
Go, and then go to grab for it.
Is that real mace?
I think, with the parade, I think the only cop that wouldn't be a real cop that's dressed up is the one you see without an ass on his pants.
The cheekless cop.
Yes, it's the cop from the Village People,
nice.
Perhaps. There was a cop in there,
yes,
wasn't there?
Victor Willis, but I think he was the only straight one, allegedly. Felipe Rose was the Indian, as we all know, and I think that they were all, I think apparently homosexuals, Glenn Hughes, and
apparently
only a guy that would suck on an ice cube shot from a porn star's ass would know the names.
He would know.
My father took me to see them when I was a kid.
For what reason?
I think he wanted to break some news to me as daddy's roommate. No, he took me to see them, and the opening act was Sister Sledge. We Are Family.
We Are Family.
Yeah, we all remember that.
There you go. That's fantastic.
How do you know that he wasn't the gay one, the cop?
Because that was knowledge back then that he was Victor Willis was straight. He was replaced by another guy whose name I don't
Rock
remember.
Hudson and Freddie Mercury, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, Freddie Mercury had a moustache, you idiot. You don't get more macho than that. He wore leather jackets. He was as straight as they come, Mercury.
As I stroke my mustache.
My brother was so depressed about Rock Hudson. It was the greatest look on his face. I went, Rock Hudson's gay. He went, no, he's not. I went, no, he's like really gay, actually. No. No. Did you hear him talk? Does he sound gay? No, he doesn't sound gay at all. But he's like really gay. No, he's not.
No.
And then he died
denial.
of AIDS, and I went, what do you think now? He goes, mistake, a bad needle from something.
Hemophiliac?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Someone, John, whatever his name, John Shuck from Macmillan and Wife gave it to him. I'm sure it was him.
Doris Day had AIDS. She passed it on. We always know she was riddled. She was just used to fuck people and say "que sera" afterwards.
Jesus. God.
Yeah, there was we would talk about like Liberace would go on some of these talk shows, and Regis Philbin is a guy who has no clue if someone's gay or not. They'll come on the show, and like years ago, Liberace would come on, and he'd be like, "So Lee," because they could call him Lee, all his friends. "Lee, when are you gonna finally settle down and find a woman? The women love you, Lee. Why don't you settle down?"
I'm just so busy.
Yeah.
I know, my favorite. I just finished reading a Cary Grant book, and there was a point where Cary Grant and Randolph Scott were roommates. They were both making $5,000 a day, in Hollywood in the 30s.
Wow, nice
chunk. We're bunking together to save money. We're just a couple of bachelors trying to, make ends meet. I'm like,
And then the newsreel guy, "Well, ladies, these two men are free all the time. They're with each other always and looking for a fine lady." Really? Yes. Yeah. There was a story about two guys. They were, what were their names? Elmer and Gus. And Gus.
One of our favorite stories
and
ever.
They were real old. They were in their 80s or something, and they finally were able to get married, I guess, in one of the states. And they had been in World War II together. And all we could think about was how the newsreel footage would be like, "They're home from war, ladies, and they're sure keeping their eye open for you."
Good thing for that saltpeter in their dinner.
Yeah. They hadn't touched the girl even in France. Just not having a clue. Their arms are around each other. Buddies till the end. Yes. I'm sure during the war they had each other's backs.
Talk about a foxhole.
Yeah. One foxhole for these two.
Hey, Cary Grant was gay? Dude, I didn't know
Cary
that.
Grant, he sort of liked a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I always thought Cary Grant was the ladies' man.
Cary Grant, no. He would hang out with gorgeous women and drive them insane because he would not sleep with them.
So maybe he was gay.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, because, he was with pretty much every leading lady, and for some reason they never managed to hook up.
Love that voice. That's great.
Because him and Randy
I thought he
were
had
doing the
kids
one
and everything,
thing.
Cary Grant, didn't he? I thought he had a family.
He does, of course, but that's how you used to do it in the old days.
Yeah, you have
I
the
need
kid,
a
you
child.
suck the
I gotta
cock
get
on the
me a
side.
kid.
Nowadays they call it the DL. Keeping it down on the DL.
Wasn't James Dean was gay as well? Is that true?
Really?
What?
James Dean? I don't know. I'd never heard that.
I'd heard rumors that
Look
he
at us just outing old Hollywood
No,
things.
I heard rumors that he was
Spencer
called...
Tracy was a fruit.
Jane Mansfield was a dyke, and she threw her head into another pussy. That's what happened.
No, his nickname was the Ashtray. He used to like to go to parties and get cigarettes put out in his ass. His nickname was the Ashtray. Yeah, you Google it. James Dean the Ashtray. Google it. I'm not making these things
I'm going
up.
to go to Snopes and see if
They
that's
probably
true.
called him that because some girl kissed him and he had smoked it and he tasted like one. And then as years go on, I like guys to put cigarettes out in his asshole.
But James Dean's last alleged girlfriend was the woman who played Seinfeld's mum on Seinfeld.
That sounds like...
it's true. It was in a documentary.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson was the little kid's best friend.
He read it on the internet.
No, I didn't read it. It was on a biography channel.
It was on a blog.
She was young. It was a documentary about him. The guy, they even mentioned in the Seinfeld
She was
extras.
actually hot?
No, she wasn't hot. That's why he was gay. Is people not keeping up with what I'm saying? He dated that big-nosed woman. He was obviously gay.
So when he was in Giant with Rock Hudson, what was going on that set?
Come
on.
my God.
Come on, guys. Seriously.
Oh, my God.
You know something? I didn't even think of that.
Huh?
Yeah, no.
Was
they
that
were
trailer
69
rocking?
in
Don't
each
come
other.
a knocking?
Yeah.
There was scrotes on foreheads in that movie.
Oh, baby.
It looked like the scene where they hit a gusher, only in white.
Yeah. Elizabeth Taylor was paying him to do awful things in the corner. Why she just flicked herself off going, I'm never going to marry either of you. You're nothing to me.
Now that we've outed all of Hollywood.
I'm telling you, James Dean was gay.
All right, we're going to look into that.
Who else, Bruce?
Yeah. Very artistic.
I'll think of many gay people and bring
I'm
them
just
up.
surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cary Grant.
That's what Bruce does. Just goes around and outs people.
Yeah, I got
That's
a big
your new
list
thing.
and I dole them out.
Yeah, one by one.
Yep. because they owe me.
What are you in town for?
In town
sir?
to do the Dog and Pony Show for a new film where it's a huge stretch. I play myself in a movie called My Name is Bruce. So it's a very strange parallel universe version of my worst nightmare come true.
And what would that be?
He's kidnapped by fans to help fight a monster.
All right, that sounds fucking cool.
In a small town in Oregon called Gold Lick, Oregon, teenagers have unwittingly released Guandi, the Chinese god of war.
Not Guandi.
Guandi.
Holy shit.
He's 9 feet tall, has a flowing white beard, glowing eyes, and he has a staff with a sword on the end, and he'll just take your head right off.
They are already pumping out action figures for this guy.
Yeah, baby. So basically, it turns out to be a massively bad idea to get Bruce Campbell to fight monsters because the real Bruce Campbell doesn't know shit from Shinola.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Well, you'll see.
That sounds really funny.
We'll see. The reviews have been, how do we put this?
Stellar?
Gay.
They were gay and elitist reviews.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly elitist.
Fuck them.
Thank you.
That's what I say.
Thank you for saying that.
Because that does sound like a great premise for a movie.
I felt good by getting those shitty reviews, because I went, now it's going to make money.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, now because the critic.
Because if you get that thing, it's critics. A triumph.
Yeah.
Run
it's a
from
triumph.
The movie. Yeah, a triumph. Don't see any movie that says it's a triumph.
Those snarky jizz buckets are the same ones that thought The English Patient was fucking fantastic.
That's the worst film ever.
Goddamn bore fest.
They're the worst.
My God.
Now, this movie's short. It's like 84 minutes of stupid farty jokes, so it's...
I'm fine with that. Thank God.
In these troubled times, we need things to take our minds.
That's what it should say. In these troubled times, we need something to take our mind. And then it's just like Bill's blog page, MySpace thing. Like, we always know the reviews are really bad when they just have like, great movie, Tom down the street.
Yeah, WOO whatever.
Yeah, it's some radio station guy you never heard of.
Yeah. If you only see one movie a year, that one.
See this one.
We should enter that business.
Yeah, let's just give out fucking...
We should be the review guys. Yeah.
Really nice reviews to really bad movies.
We'll get some print out there.
Yeah.
Some marketing for ourselves.
They do pick a lot of shitty ones as shitty ones, but they have this thing with a certain genre where they automatically will look at it badly because they think that you don't have to be smart to enjoy it because they're convincing themselves that they're smart to enjoy certain boring things and saying it's fantastic. They're
Wait, could you start over?
No, because I will lose my point immediately.
And his temper.
Yes,
but they really are very irritating.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying they're always wrong, but something that can be very entertaining like that, they'll say,
well, time sometimes helps, because when Evil Dead first came out, the reviews were pretty much like some
Stellar?
of the worst reviews I've ever read in my life. It was two things saved Evil Dead, because there was an Atlanta paper, there was a review was the sickest of the sick was the headline.
That's good.
And that Sam Raimi took every bad idea he had and put it into a low-budget blender.
That sounds like something I want to see, though.
Right. My reviews aren't quite that scathing yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, and you know how, like...
And then now it's considered a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a cult film. It's the creepiest... Like, there are some really creepy scenes in that movie. That girl rocking back and forth, giggling.
Well, I think being raped by a vine was pretty offensive.
Yeah,
as well.
that might have been offensive.
She
but
was
hot.
She was not injured. She just got a little case of Dutch elm disease.
Is that what happened?
A little bit.
That was the best. Trees are so hard to make interesting in a film. The point of the Evil Dead pull it off. What a fucking brilliant concept. The trees don't do anything. All right, how do we make one rape? I don't know. Let's sit down and work that out.
Let's figure that out.
Yeah, let's draw the storyboards up.
But those things just became cult classics.
On my road trip, I just passed by the original cabin.
Really?
It's in Morristown, Tennessee.
A lot of people know where it is and get pictures by it? Or?
I just at the last signing I was at recently in Dallas, a guy puts a big rock on the table. I'm like, okay, Fred Flintstone, what do you want me to do here? Shove this up your ass. What am I going to do with this? Oh yeah, sign this rock. What is it? It's from the fireplace. The what? The cabin's fireplace. Where'd you get this? I snuck onto the property and got it. I'm like, dude, you're going to get buckshot right up the ass because this is Tennessee.
Yeah,
They don't call 911.
No, they'll fucking shoot you.
Oh, baby.
It would have been great if he said, what is this? It's The Rock, and when you sign it, I'm going to bash your head in with it. And have
Put an X right here.
And have Bruce Campbell's blood and his signature on it.
It's bizarre. It's a 20-acre parcel that's never been touched since the movie, and that was 1979. You can actually go back.
You would think there would be, like, enough fans would have gone there and
They have slowly been, and it's on the internet a little bit, turn here, turn there, go here, go there, but...
Yeah.
Just be very careful.
Is it a creepy feel, that place, though?
Completely.
It is.
Yeah, because a cabin, because supposedly a woman there was a storm. She had her whole family was killed during a storm when she was a girl in the cabin in the 30s. So then she was in a rest home, and every time there was a horrible storm, she would go out and wander in the woods. And the cops came to our cabin one night when we were shooting saying, have you seen an old lady
Holy shit,
wandering in the woods?
on.
She tries to go back and find the cabin whenever there's a horrible storm. So we're like...
And her hand was a hook. She walked with a limp.
Yeah, so it has some strange history. And then it actually burned down. I went to visit the cabin about 6 months after we were done shooting, and someone had piled up... they had made a fire in the middle of the wooden floor in the main room, and it burned a little bit of it. I'm like, it's only a matter of time. A couple years later, it burned down. So really, the chimney is the only thing that's left. That's why people are pulling chunks of the chimney off.
Okay.
Yeah.
The original. If you ever watched
shame.
the DVD of the first one they made, I'm all of a sudden the guy sitting next to you.
Yeah, hi.
Louis
C.K. Louis C.K.
The first one, the original, the DVD with his commentary is really great.
Oh,
You
yeah.
find out how they used, like the upstairs of the cabin, and then the basement was somewhere like hundreds of miles away or something. Like
Yeah, it was in the upstairs was in Tennessee. The downstairs was in Marshall, Michigan.
Right.
Wow.
So, the magic of motion pictures.
Wow.
Somebody pointed
I
out.
hope you shot it all at once.
Somebody pointed out to me that in Evil Dead 2, every single person in the movie beats the shit out of you at some point. There's nobody in the movie that doesn't bash you in the head like millions.
Well, I
of
thought it was
times.
fun. Sam Raimi goes on to direct The Quick and the Dead. He's got Gene Hackman, Sharon Stone, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, Sam, you going to hit them with a fucking 2x4 to get them ready for a scene? You going to poke Gene Hackman? How are you going to get him motivated? He's like, shut up. And he didn't have an answer, though.
No. The
I love the movies. I'm a big fan.
In Fargo
and Bubba Hotep. Did you talk to him about
we're
that?
going to talk about that.
Right.
I just want to talk about Fargo though for a minute. When you're on the television,
Yeah.
when Buscemi is like,
Well, someone's taking a leg and putting it in a chipper in the back.
yeah,
And then inside, the other guy's watching a bad soap opera, which was me in a bad Detroit soap opera from like 1983.
okay. I was wondering if that was an actual
It was
soap
a real
opera.
bad soap opera. A friend of mine was one of the producers, and the Coen brothers were looking for something to show on TV. And my friend went, I know a really bad soap opera that Bruce Campbell was in. And they went, perfect. So it's just a lame argument with me and some other
you come
actors.
through the static for a few seconds. It's like, it's fucking Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
So I have young Bruce Campbell.
I've been in an Academy Award-winning motion picture.
Yes,
Hey, that's
you got
nice.
that the
Thank you
resume
very
stuffer.
much for that.
Definitely a
It would be
resume
fun if you
stuffer.
showed up there and demanded your trophy with the rest of the cast. Like just awkwardly, we only have 6.
He runs up there. Hey, I'm in this.
Yeah. Drop an F. What the fuck?
Well, I like the 8 guys who go up to get the Academy Award. One guy speaks. The second guy starts to come out. Da, 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 da.
We'll be back with the Academy Awards. I don't get to say shit.
But
yeah, what was that? What was the movie you were just talking about there, Louis C.K., that I could barely see?
Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep, right.
Yeah.
Now, I think the ending was ruined on
By Jim
the
Jeffries.
last question by Jim Jeffries.
No, I was.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Were you really Elvis in the film?
Was I really Elvis?
Yeah, well, no, not like.
Isn't
in
it
real
left up in the don't choose?
No
soda,
question
not, no.
about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought he was Elvis.
He
yeah.
was Elvis. He's
He
not
was
a crazy
Elvis.
guy. No.
He's not a crazy. See,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying, and
No.
they're saying when me saying
The
that
crazy
I ruined
guy.
the film.
The crazy guy is Ossie Davis saying he's JFK.
I still think he was JFK. I think he was a more plausible JFK than
Oh,
you were.
okay.
No.
So
Because in
what
the movie
is
he says,
crazy?
they dyed me this color.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
actually
one
a
guy
Obama
is
story.
They're
crazy.
doing a sequel.
Are they really?
With I just heard this yesterday. Paul Giamatti is playing Colonel Parker, and Ron Perlman is playing Elvis.
Why aren't you back for that role?
Yeah, you should be back
We
for
couldn't
that one.
agree on a story.
Really? Is this like
story
is
of
this
money?
like an actual Elvis film? Has it become like clam bake?
it's going to be like clam bake, and I didn't want to be part of it. So it's a long, boring story. So
You go to a lot of those signing things.
Yeah, conventions.
The conventions.
Sci-fi,
Yeah. Sci-fi, and
it's where you meet the masses.
They don't bust apart many stereotypes at those things, do they?
No, not at all. No. And you got to be a little careful too, because fans get crabby really easily.
No, that I don't understand. I would be like
you can't really be making too much fun of them,
right? Because they take it a lot more seriously than you ever did.
Yeah, if you say the G word, like you're a geek, then it's like you see their ears get a little red. There can be some violence, some horrible violence, because they're my clients technically. So why would I insult my clients?
Right, exactly.
It's okay for them to make fun of half the movies that I've been in, but I can't say, "Oh, yes, next question from Fat Fuck over there." It just doesn't go over real well.
I wouldn't think it would.
You know, the guy who's smelling his fingers. Yes, you right there. But then you pick on a guy who has zero social skills, and you ask him a question, they go, I'm like, when's the last time you got out of your house? My fans are cocoons. They're cocooning.
Is that it?
And they get out. They get out and go on these great journeys across 4 states and live 7 of them in a hotel room. They do. I've seen them.
It's like the habits of. Have you gone back to this hotel room? Have you partied with these people?
You know what? I'll put it to you this way. One guy goes, "Hey, Bruce, we got some time in between events. You can chill in my room." I didn't think anything of it because the guy was part of the convention. Right. I thought, okay, he'll have a generic, little cheesy room in the Holiday Inn. I opened up the door. There were like 9 sleeping bags on the floor, with all their stuff piled all over.
It's like the habits of a creature, like you.
Yeah, but I can't. So what? I still can't make fun of them because I got a kid in college, so I got to go a little easy on that.
Yeah, right. You got bread and butter for that.
So did you sign the sleeping bags? Like, was it?
No, I did other things in those sleeping bags. No one's going to be sleeping in those bags.
There's nice shit on your pillow. Those bags are stuck together like a cheese sandwich.
It really is sometimes a curse because with this show we realize, look, it's mostly a dick fest when we go out. It's like a bunch of guys, and the girls that are there are some of them are with some of the guys, some of them are with like us, and the rest of them are just like no insult, please, but just look at this one guy, just despicable, just horrid people to hang out with. They're not fun. They're just like sometimes they smell.
Not sometimes.
Pretty much all the time.
I've got a new.
They don't shut up. I love this fan the most. I don't want to bother you. Just want to quickly say I love what you do. I
don't want to be that guy.
I love this. I don't want to be that guy, but thanks for what you do. Hey, man, thanks a lot. One more thing. It's just fantastic when you do. And then it's one more thing for the whole fucking night.
Well, no, you get a letter, though. I'll get emails through my website, and there's always what they're going to get. You're going to get the first paragraph. Loved you in Maniac Cop. Loved you in Assault on Dome 4. I'm like, well, really? That was a piece of shit. Anyway, loved you in Terminal Invasion. I'm like, well, what? And then the next paragraph is now what I have to do in return.
Right.
So would you mind signing these 2 3x5 cards for my personal collection? Not there,
and no names.
And they would give sometimes in a black pen. They would request. So there's always a trade-off. I rarely get the, hey, you were great in McHale's Navy. Well, no one says that anyway. But you never just get the compliment. You got there's a little bit of a monetary dealio.
Quid pro quo.
Exactly.
I've got a new problem on the road because my last special I closed with this whole thing about how I like older women more than young women.
Oh, fuck.
It's the dumbest thing I ever did.
You idiot.
It's the dumbest thing I ever did.
No one likes that.
No, the girls in that
bunch of cougars chasing your
ass.
Yeah,
they're not. I wish they were cougars. That's kind of like a sexy idea. I get these leathery.
Come on, a MILF is a MILF, man.
These leathery women with turquoise jewelry.
I love you. I love your show.
And a card, a scented business card, and they go, this
smoking a Chesterfield.
Oh, God.
Do you really prefer older women?
Well, I had an ideal in my head that, women that are, like, in their 40s are sexy, because they're, but I'd much rather fuck a 16-year-old.
Exactly. I always laugh whenever there's a guy in his like 40s, and then like someone would go, "Oh, he's going through a middle-age crisis because he drives a sports car." The
Yeah.
only middle-age crises that exist in this world are earrings and ponytails.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the reason you bought a sports car is because your whole life you couldn't afford one, and now your kids have
cleared
moved
the
out.
funds.
And now you want to.
Jesus,
you
cleared the funds for that midlife crisis. You want to drive
no,
one.
but now
look, I have an opposite
the reason
theory.
you want to fuck a 22-year-old, you've always wanted to fuck a 22-year-old. You're going to want to do it when you're 80.
You
And
want
now you
your,
got enough money to.
Yeah, exactly.
you want your dirty sperm in a young womb.
That's normal, man.
There's nothing middle-aged
That's
about
normal.
that. That is just an
No.
ambition to
No.
reach.
But I have a different
What's
theory.
your theory?
I have a different theory. I live in rural Oregon, where if you don't have a truck, you got nothing.
An animal
Right.
fucking going on up there too, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, that's another whole show. This is my needle dick theory. It's the larger the truck, the smaller the penis.
Yeah.
Because they got to get something else going because nothing else is working for them.
Right.
And it's these little fucking Napoleons driving around
Yeah, we
with
used
the
to
big
have a-
hat, the shotgun, the dog, and all that crap. And
used
I think
to-
it's because they can't get it up.
Well, it's a weird one too. Is
Yeah.
the little tiny rich ladies driving giant vehicles too. There's
Yeah,
a
they've-
lot of
they've started
little,
doing
really, really small fucking rich ladies in like fur coats driving.
They wanna feel
massive
protected.
Yeah.
like Escalades.
When Louis, when you went into that part of your act,
Yeah.
I was watching, and I'm like, and it hit me going, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Like you're talking about 20-year-olds like they're pieces of shit, and then he's saying, yeah, these older women are so sexy and everything, and I was like, he's fucking himself
Yeah, I
over
had
so
no idea.
badly now.
It's the only time in
Can
my
I buy you a drink?
Yeah,
At
it's
the
the only
bar.
time
And
I've wanted to say these are just jokes, folks.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
mean
a
anything.
joke, please.
Let's have a Cosmo.
Yeah.
No.
Will you buy me? Buy me a Manhattan.
No.
How about a slow gin fizz?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
And they come up to me
Already?
with purpose, like you and me have a connection. Do you
Yeah.
know that we have a connection? I'm like, we don't have a
There's
connection.
no connection.
We don't have a
My
connection.
fist to your teeth.
They get all mad when they see you wheeling out with some young girl.
Oh, yeah.
We
But
both
that's
care
not
for
what
your
he
daughter.
said. That's not what he said.
You should tell him you were lying on your DVD. Just
I
a
should.
little
I
thing
should
at
say,
the end.
yeah.
Look, I was
We're
just making
getting
jokes here.
we're getting a communique. Bruce has to go, which
that's
sucks
nice.
ass.
He doesn't have to
sorry.
go.
I know.
Your time is up.
He's very busy. It's Halloween, and he's an icon.
It's a busy time of year for the horror guys.
It certainly is.
Yeah, this is like our Christmas, kind of.
Before anything else, though, could you pass this because I'm not getting
Yes.
fucked out of a cool autograph.
Indubitably.
I want a
And
picture
Bruce,
with this
How many
motherfucker.
Sharpies did you sign?
This motherfucker.
Who's got a camera? Because I
I
want a
don't
picture
care where
with
you
this guy.
sign it. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Hey, as he signs that,
Can we play the scream?
there's a
Oh,
screen.
that's
and I was
awesome.
saying that scared the fuck out of me this
Can I
morning.
just say
going to
one
my
thing
car.
about the
I hit it
movies?
accidentally.
I know the most boring thing to do in an interview is like doing the Chris Farley. I love that part. Thing,
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Do it.
In Evil Dead 3, when you're trying to undo the spell by saying the magic words,
Oh, yeah.
and he mumbles like as if the
'Cause he doesn't know
spirits
the
of
last
the
one,
dead
yeah.
would go like, hey, I'll give it to him.
That was close enough. Yeah, close enough.
Klaatu,
Yeah.
whatever.
And then basically that leads to the deaths of about 250 innocent people.
Because he just wasn't fucking listening.
I want to go to.
Now that's a hero.
I want to go to Mike in Florida really fast. Mikey.
Mike?
We're saying goodbye to Bruce Campbell. What do you got?
All right. Hey, Bruce, I'm a huge fan.
How you doing, man?
but
You must be a
boy-
fine man.
But Bruce, you in your autobiography, in the last 5 chapters, you bring up O&A in it.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, no, I talked about the.
Yeah.
You guys are in my the
How cool is
paperback
that?
version of the book.
Yes.
Because I was talking about the classy things that happened on the tour.
Yes, that's right. And he brought up the fact that the stripper being in there and
with the ice cubes. How we
Oh,
started?
yeah,
yeah.
And I described the sound. I had to, when you write, you have to describe everything.
Yeah,
sure. So I had to describe the sound of an ice cube coming out of the butt. And it turned out.
had to.
I just spelled
Say the word SPORT.
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 So it's like
Not with my accent.
Sport.
and that was it. That was the sound that it made. So I had to communicate
That's pretty cool,
that.
man.
So.
We didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that
you guys
until
are
today.
immortalized
That's awesome.
in print.
Thank you, man.
Bruce
Very
Campbell.
very flattering portrayal. Very unlike the real
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys.
Well, that was our
anywhere we
old
can.
days. We're much more classy
Yeah.
now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Roland is freaking out. We
See,
got
I
to
wanted,
get
Bruce, to, I
Best
wanted
of luck.
Bruce to sign this in silver, but the silver wasn't good. So can I get it signed
The
in
silver
silver?
ain't got no juice,
Oh,
man.
God, look, he's doing the same fucking thing that
Silver's got
the
no sperm.
assholes
There we
do.
go.
Got the camera.
It's-
Roll.
it's not there.
Jimmy's not even
Don't
joking.
sign it there. Don't sign it there.
No, not with that.
Thank you, Bruce.
All right, guys.
You,
so wait,
you tell him goodbye. I'm getting a picture with him and the action figure.
Yeah, we do that.
I want to get involved.
It's very unprofessional.
Everyone else out of the fucking picture. Don't fuck this up. What is that about?
First, I want one after.
All right.
Do we do this now, Danny, or?
Not a shitty one like the last chick you took. Thank you, Roland.
No, I can do this. Zack and Miri Make a Porno opens today. We've been talking about the movie all week, but in case you don't know, Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks play Zack and Miri. They're best friends who've fallen on hard times. Thanks, Bruce. Bruce Campbell, everyone. They can't pay their rent, and the bills are piling up, so they need to figure out a way to make some quick cash, so they make a porno. There's a lot of really funny people in the movie, some of who you know from our show. That's right. Seth Rogen from Knocked Up, Superbad, and Pineapple Express. You got Elizabeth Banks from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Craig Robinson from Pineapple Express and NBC's The Office. And our own little Jimmy Norton, who's taking a picture with Bruce Campbell right now, has a fine cameo.
That was fucking awesome.
He's the star of the montage part of the film. And you got porn stars. Nice. We talked to Katie Morgan yesterday. She was really cool. And Tracy Lords, we talked to her as well. Very cool.
I worked with her.
Oh, yeah. Getting it on
before 84.
She can memorize lines and stuff.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, she seemed pretty smart.
She could fake her identity for long enough.
I like her earlier work. Nothing.
I got it.
No, we're all agreeing.
We're just all nodding because we don't want the authorities to hear us.
Why would we laugh when you're stating a fact?
She couldn't buy back.
Yeah. Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Buy them back?
Yeah, she bought back
all of them.
Not every single one of them.
Let
me tell the feds out there.
Yeah. Zack and Miri Make a Porno is directed by our good friend Kevin Smith, so do him a favor. Go see it. It's definitely worth it. Again, Zack and Miri Make a Porno opens Friday wide.
And wait, Bruce, what is your thing? What the
yes.
Well, independent films are not released. They escape.
Yeah, they just kind of like...
so this one we're going to be... they're showing it because I told them I would actually show up at the damn theater.
And where is it? It's tonight where?
It's tonight at the Sunshine. They got 3 shows. I'll be there doing Q&A afterwards.
That's fucking
the 4
beautiful
people that are left after
I'm going
the movie,
to that.
It's
I'll
on
do a Q&A.
What is it?
7 o'clock, like 9:20, and a midnight show.
Oh, I'm going to that.
It's on Houston Street here in the Village of the Sunshine. It's a gorgeous theater here in the city.
Yeah.
So you go to the parade. It's right down there on Houston Street.
Fantastic.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Bruce,
Look at him. He's running.
thanks so much, man. Always a pleasure.
Bruce Campbell, everyone.
Goddamn Bruce Campbell.
We're going to continue with Jim Jeffries and Louis C.K. in just a minute. Got a nice crowd here today. Opie and Anthony. We got the big Halloween party tonight at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh boy,
7 to whenever. Hopefully, people are going to show up with costumes that have something to do with this radio show.
It's the object.
That's the object, and we do have money to give away tonight. Costume contest.
Yeah, there's going to be a costume contest.
With a cash prize. Yes. That's good. Good.
Oh, my goodness. Look, there's somebody, speaking of the Halloween party, is on line 1.
Who?
Hello? You turn your radio down, sir.
Okay, going down.
All right. Well, it's none other than Sal.
Yeah, it's Sal.
Oh, how you doing, Sal?
Sal's Can I mention this fucking show you're doing tonight, this Halloween thing?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, there's a Halloween show, but you guys are in for a surprise, because I'm bringing Mel Karmazon, your fucking boss.
Oh.
And he's coming there to campaign for me to take the 2 or 3 seat.
Is he going to be Mel Karmazon?
That was Sal's little surprise. He knows it has to have something to do with the show.
Yeah.
So Sal is coming dressed as our boss, Mel Karmazon.
It's great. It's going to.
You're not supposed to say that. That's Mel's coming.
Oh, okay. Silly me.
Yeah.
How do you fucked up the whole idea?
You know what? No.
Sal's great for satellite. He curses a lot now.
Sounds like Mel's been drinking early in the morning, doesn't it?
I got to tell you, Mel used to scare the crap out of us back when we were working at NEW and getting in trouble and stuff. We should have brought Sal with us. We would have.
Yeah, to represent.
We would have done much better if he was around.
Well, he's on my side for this campaign.
Now, Sal, you're showing up. What about Ro?
Ro is coming. I think she's coming as Anthony's mom.
Oh, she's not dressing up as anything?
She doesn't have anything.
Oh, what do you mean she doesn't have anything? You could buy her a costume, get her a mask.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to get her that anyway.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kick your ass.
She's not here. She's at the getting her nails done.
Yeah, to claw your eyeballs out with, apparently. Comments like that.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna go run and tell her now. Tell her, Mama's boy.
I won't say a word.
Mama's boy.
You know me. I won't say a word, but Sal, this is on the radio, so
radio.
And you know how all your friends love just calling Mom up and ratting us out.
My friend Freddie, you know Freddie Smith.
Yeah.
He'll be on the phone calling her in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Sal just said you need a mask. Yeah, wonderful. All right, well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you, Mel Karmazin, and of course, Ro.
I don't think we should let him go just yet. I mean,
why?
Because Sal's lonely.
Sorry, who is
I'm all by myself.
Yeah, he wants to talk a little bit.
You want to send some bitches over there for him?
I could use one, I think.
I just want to
maybe. That's a maybe.
I just want to ask Sal what's on his mind lately. What's got your,
What's got me? I want to be on the show. I was fine of the day. What else?
On the show.
But that's why
I want to be on the show.
My fans are going to be there cheering me tonight.
You're on the show.
Your
right
fans?
Now.
Does Sal have any fans?
Yes, he does. Oh no, there
Jesus.
That
cheap.
So you got the
cheap
fans.
applause break there.
But Sal, we can't just put you on the show. You got to give us a little more material. We got to make sure you weren't a one-hit wonder like Pablo Francisco and others.
And others, that's all you say?
Well, is that because I'm in the room? You can just say it out loud. I'll be all right with it.
You guys still have that couch there that you could do a vintage Easterburn.
A what?
Uh-oh, see, he's already, wait a minute.
Oh, no, Sal, your first car crash.
Wait,
You
Sal,
overplayed your hand there, buddy.
I actually didn't hear you.
Me?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Apparently
Who is
not.
Sal? Who is Sal? How do we know Sal?
Sal is married to my
Anthony's
mommy.
father.
He's married to your mum. That's your stepdad.
Yes.
I'm the wicked
For a very long
stepfather.
time.
Yeah, for 25 years, right?
Yeah, 25 years next week. Hey, by the way, did you check out anything for that?
Yeah, I'm supposed to get something
Yeah,
together.
you get the other two together because nobody's mentioned anything.
Well, he's not married to her.
Keith, if you're listening, just take care of this.
Oh,
Thank you.
What you
That's all I got to do.
You got to put a party together.
Yeah, I mean, something.
Well, is 22 years like a major?
25.
25.
25 years of being
My
married.
parents have hated each other for 40 years.
40 years together?
40 years of despising each other.
Wow.
And now they hate each other so much that they've alienated each other from their friends. They start
Really?
going, I don't have any friends because they don't like you, and vice versa.
Yeah, well,
and now they just sit there miserable with each other going, we should go on holiday.
Yes, this is Sal's second marriage.
Second, so I'm way ahead of you. You put them both together and be close to 50.
That was when Sal went. Wow. Sal went Jew for a while.
Yes. Yeah,
he
I
had to
was
go
a Jew.
He told he said that Jesus doesn't exist. Blah blah blah. He went Jew, and then he went back Catholic. They let him back in for a big donation.
Of course, you just have to boo a menorah.
Yeah, just like the last week, that kid that you had doing the Jewish sports review. He
David.
didn't even know that Jesus was a Jew. How could he not know? He was a prophet. He was the what the hell do you call him? A teacher.
Son of God. Oh,
yeah.
Son of God.
What do you call it?
Son of God.
So all you Christians are out there are all part Jewish.
Yes,
really?
You are right.
Joke's on you, motherfuckers.
And you know, the Sicilians. Let's talk about them. The
Moors.
The Moors.
That's the Moors.
Sal.
Good old Sal.
Yeah. What are you just knocking around the house? What are you doing?
I'm waiting to get into my costume to come out, but I got to wait for your sister.
Really? What's Dawney doing?
She's doing something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be fun tonight.
Brand new mommy, Dawn.
Sal's going to get a big hand tonight.
I'm going to meet Sal and your sister.
And my mom and my sister's boyfriend.
Are you not allowed out by
They
yourself?
just had a baby. They just had a baby. My sister's 83 years old.
Can you believe Patrick was wanted to bring the baby?
Yes, I can believe that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he said. I says I don't think that's the place for him. But he was talking about it.
I don't doubt it. Patrick likes bringing the baby out to events and stuff. Apparently, I talked to my mom and you when you had to babysit for an entire night.
Yeah.
And my mother was kind of going like, I kind of forgot what that was like to have them overnight. It's kind of good to go there during the day. So even my mom is like, and she's the most doting grandma.
Sure.
And she's even now like kind of, oh, God, the baby. Oh, Jesus.
That's only daytime.
Yeah, you can only
only
daytime babysitting.
No more overnighters.
You change any shitty diapers, Sal?
Not me.
No, I mean
Not me. I did it
on
for
you.
Hey, it's Sal.
Sal knows
No
I'm
shit.
teasing. No shit? You
No shit.
better see a doctor. I have blockage.
All right, so I'm getting ready to get dressed.
Okay,
right,
get ready.
Did you get me? Did you get us the pass to get in? I mean, I don't want to stand on the corner.
Club Soda Kenny, make sure my mom and Sal and Dawn and Patrick and Joe and
the baby.
The babies. And everyone has a pass to get in.
So it's not his baby. It's
But the
somebody else's
show.
baby?
Oh, here's Kenny.
No,
Here's Kenny.
it's my brother had a baby.
Hey,
Yeah, because you can't
and my
change,
sister had a
you
baby.
can't change diapers of any kid that's not your bloodline.
No, it's just
you
creepy.
can't. Like I've been, I
just
changed my daughter's diapers a million times of shit all over my hands, wipe it on my forehead. I don't care.
Yeah,
because it's like my shit. It came out of my dick,
DNA,
into my wife's pussy, and out their ass. So,
But hang on. Now you're
but if
implying
I
that you
change-
could wipe your own shit on your forehead.
Sure.
That's
I
the
do it all the
implication there.
time.
Well, it's just like wiping your own shit all over.
Sure,
you.
it's no big deal. No big deal. But somebody.
accent?
All right, never mind.
No, that wasn't me doing an English accent.
Oh, I thought you were doing an English accent. No.
No, we have a guest here.
I'm Australian as well.
Oh, Australia. That's a nice place. I'd like to go there. You got any tickets I could use?
I'll put your name on the door, Sal.
Okay.
I'll put your name on the door.
You can't get a pass to get into a country.
No,
It's not like...
I'll pull a few strings, mate. You can bring the baby and everything.
fine.
Don't let it near a dingo.
But I don't fly.
He doesn't
You don't fly.
None of us do
You
Sal with
fly
people.
now, Sal.
I'll take a cruise over there.
You can take a cruise over there. Back in
Yeah,
the day,
sure.
there was no planes. People used to get around. My parents met on a boat going to England.
I like those little koalas.
Do you? How do you know that? You've never seen one.
They're cute.
They are cute. Laziest animal in the world, Sal. They sleep for 22
Aside from
hours a
Sal.
day.
He's speaking a foreign language. I don't even understand him.
You fly's eyes.
Fly's eyes.
Sal can
You
make
ever
some
do
good
the fly's eyes,
eyes.
Sal?
Fly what?
The fly's eyes.
The fly dies?
Fly's eyes.
I'm imagining
Oh, the
Sal's
fly's
old enough
eyes.
that
Yeah,
he
that's
could do a
where
real good one.
that's where you take your balls and you shove them between your legs and like by your asshole, and it looks like two big bulging fly's eyes.
Oh, okay. That
teach
sounds
them.
like a real fun thing to do.
Do it for Row.
Do it for Rose.
That could be your costume.
She'd laugh.
She'd laugh at your.
She'd start laughing right in my face.
Well,
No, at your fly's eyes.
She'd be
In my
laughing
fly's eyes.
into your asshole. You'd feel the wind from her laughter on your
Tell your
anus.
mother you did this to me.
I know.
Hey, Sal, it's Jim Norton.
Hi, Jim. Watch your seat. Your seat is up for grabs.
I just wanted someone to recognize my name when I said it.
Yes,
Thank you,
and
Sal.
it's
There you go.
Sal.
No, you don't have to take my seat. Why can't you just come in and be a fourth mic and we'll swap on and off?
Well, that's according to what the money is, you know.
Sal what the money
Someone
is.
wants to get paid.
What is that?
I got to get paid. You
smell
guys
something.
don't get paid?
Yeah.
I'll buy your granola. What is that?
This?
Something burning?
No.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Now I'm listening to you all over again here. I got to listen to you twice.
Oh, he's on the phone and then he's listening to the
Begging
radio.
for your seat.
He's insane.
Which Jim is he talking to?
The one on the radio now.
We're gonna Sal, you're gonna come in soon.
Soon?
Yeah,
you
we'll
let us
have you
know.
back in.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right,
All
Sal.
right, we'll see you tonight at the Halloween party at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Hey, what time is this thing? I think Dawn is picking us up at 3.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's got,
Jesus
you're going to be
Christ,
early.
But we got to drop the baby off
Where?
at his mom's.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah. All right. See you tonight. Are you wearing the costume? Are you going to Fidel Castro?
Yeah, that's what I dress as on a daily basis.
Oh,
A
you're
young
gonna
revolutionary.
You're going to bring a gun?
No, I'm not going to bring any guns. I can't. I can't
then
really
you can't
bring
beat
guns to
Fidel
events like
now.
that.
You'll
Yeah.
have to do
I
somebody
have an
else.
urge to shoot
George
the fans.
Washington or something.
All right, Sal.
All right.
Take it easy. I'll see you later. Go
Okay.
call someone else now.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Sal? Sal?
You can stay there, Jim.
Thank you, Sal.
Aw, another fine appearance
And
by
Opie,
Sal.
you can stay there, too.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you tonight. Sal.
Bye.
I was actually nervous.
Hard Rock Cafe tonight at 7 o'clock.
Bastard was going to take my seat.
I have a feeling that Sal isn't well travelled.
Sal is he was in the Navy back in the 50s, so he traveled around there. He traveled around there, a lot of cruises. They've been to like Tahiti, and
it was just the way that
him and my mom go around a lot. He
was like going, I can't even understand him. That was kind of come on, Sal, come on.
Sometimes
I'm not talking gibberish here.
Literal Jim.
He's 70 years old now, so
77 or just 70?
70. He's 70.
He's 70 years.
It's younger than you can run the country at 70. They reckon.
It's not that old.
Some people can. There are some people in their 60s that are falling apart.
Sure. I want to go back to Louis C.K. because he was getting somewhere with the shit story.
I know.
I didn't forget.
No.
So you can wipe your own kid's shit on your forehead.
Own shit on your head and eat it and put it in your food. Change your kid's diaper. But when it's somebody else's kid, like I was once with, we had a couple over that had a kid, and somebody said, "Oh, maybe you could change this kid who I don't fuck." I'm like,
it's presumptuous.
No fucking way.
Fucking way.
I will never change it. I mean, just the thought of a kid who's not mine looking into their shit.
What about a nephew or a niece or a grandchild? You could do that, couldn't you?
Not sure I could.
I changed my nephews all the time when he was a kid.
His family, though.
Into his mid-teens.
Yeah, I
whether he liked it or not.
I have a new nephew. My sister had a baby, like a month old, and I'll see this kid in Thanksgiving, and I'll probably, I don't have to. There's a lot of other people around.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. Little babies, they're shit. Like you kind of get worked up into it because when they start, it's just this black
tar.
It's called meconium. It's not proper.
It's not real
shit.
Poop yet.
Came out of an asshole. It's shit.
Yeah, but when you first start, you start with that stuff. You're like, I can deal with this, and then it just gradually gets to be just a big steaming, dirty fucking dump.
There've been nights of drinking where you could call that shit that comes out of my ass the same thing. It leaves like a fucking black lung disease in the toilet.
Exactly. Like when it came out of Madame Bovary's mouth when she died.
No, when babies drink a lot of Guinness.
Now both my kids are toilet users, and my 6-year-old, I got nothing to do with her shit anymore. She goes in the bathroom, takes a shit, and comes out. But the 3-year-old, I still have to wipe her ass.
Oh God!
And the thing is, she can wipe her ass, but I do it for her because she sucks at it.
And also, you like it as well. You know what I mean? You like it. You don't want to give up their youth too quickly.
No, that's absolutely right.
You enjoy wiping your child's ass.
It's a little sad to know that at some point...
I can't understand parenting.
Yeah.
Well, because when they get older, like at one point, like their lives, their moment, they're constantly looking at me. Their lives revolve around me and their mom. And I'm becoming more and more. My 6-year-old is in first grade. She's got friends and shit like a real life. So I'm becoming like this fat landlord. She comes home from school. Hey, Dad, what's just fucking. That's gonna be my kid's gonna eventually be on a phone, like showing me her finger, going, "Give me a second, I'm talking right now."
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, so that's sad. That is sad.
You want to like
3-year-old? All my last attachment to them is in that way is wiping her little asshole. Yeah,
yeah.
That is the most fucked up. Oh, Uncle
I like
Paul.
that you put the word "little" in that sentence, like we might have imagined.
She doesn't have a big, dirty, giant. Although her shits are like fucking bear's shit.
Really?
Like she shits like you. If you were in the woods and you saw a shit like hers, you'd be like,
"There's chunks of
Get
Canadians
the fuck
in
out
it."
of here.
That has to be like a big person's shit.
It's as big as her whole body. Like I expect her to deflate on top of it like a balloon that just let the air. It's fucking ridiculous.
I can't understand that.
Like, Daddy, I'm done. I go in there, there's a fucking log.
How do you wipe your kid's ass? Do you just shove your hand like with her still sitting on the bowl? Do you make her stand up? Like, I wouldn't even know how to fucking go about that.
You stand in front of the kid, and she leans over and grabs your legs, and then you put your hand. That's what you do. And
No,
you reach
that's what you do. Is this the common method?
The
or
kid's
is this just
sitting,
your method?
Sitting on the toilet. The kid's sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
She leans over and she grabs behind your legs, and so her ass is like, you reach down with toilet paper,
and you wipe front to back.
Yeah,
front to back always.
That's great. You're 69, and then you just happen to reach up. That's the fucking worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
How else are you gonna do it?
Is it just a given when you go in there, or do you have to say assume the position or anything?
You just do it. No, nobody talks about it. She knows.
But why can't you just stand behind her and go, all right, bend forward a little bit?
Well, if she gets up off the toilet, now you've got this kid who's mobile with shit on her ass.
Yeah.
You need to get, before she gets off the toilet, you need to wipe the shit off her ass.
That is I would just stand there and yell at her, wipe your ass.
Yeah, you just tell her, you made it dirty, you little fucking whore.
Oh, smack her ass a little.
You see that fucking put her face in the toilet. See what you did? Every time she shits. Every time she shits.
Imagine how bad you can fuck a kid up. Like, people fuck their kids up without even knowing they're fucking them up. Imagine your mission is just to psychologically fuck your kid up by doing stuff like that.
Would be,
shoving their face in the toilet.
There's not enough time in the day.
Jimmy, they look very good and they're very tasty, but don't have one. You'll regret it.
Are you on a diet, Jimmy?
I'm just saying, you'll be all mad at yourself.
Are you on a diet, mate?
I don't know.
The fuck is this, a bad sitcom? Oh! Fucking...
I'm trying to lose weight as well.
I wanted a donut.
All right, it's Halloween, just one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jimmy. Get me one, Jimmy.
And then they applaud now. I would shoot the audience like that.
Which one are you going to choose, Jimmy?
Sitcoms
I don't know.
Just, a couple kisses and you hear them go,
Halloween looking one.
Boo. Fuck you. Boo.
What is the flavor of orange icing?
Come.
All right.
Applauding orange icing and sprinkles.
It's the snowball nut.
Who brought these
It's
donuts?
flavored.
It's ghost
Who brought the donuts?
I asked.
Louis wanted a coconut donut.
I wanted some donuts, including a coconut donut. And so
you got
exactly what I got.
Hip Hop Ron got it.
So I asked how many donuts Louis would like. So he said 4. I thought that was an odd number to get. So I figured we'll just get a dozen.
These are terrible, Daniel. Why didn't you get my favorite? I demanded.
Oh, wait a minute, Ted.
I would like a salmon donut.
Ted wants a salmon donut.
But leave the bones in them. You know how I love that.
Jesus.
I haven't had a donut for years. They're fucking great.
They're the best thing ever.
Of course they are. Look how long they've survived.
They're the best thing ever.
Not be great, yeah.
But it's so bad for you. They have to be good.
No,
They're horrid for you.
Bad for you.
Sugary dough,
They're not that bad for
dipped
you.
in
Fried.
What are you guys,
dough.
fucking faggots? Have a donut.
It's deep fried batter.
I just watched.
All right.
Did you watch on How It's Made? Donuts?
Yep.
Seeing donuts?
Yeah.
It's like massive amounts of Krispy Kreme they were. And they pump these things out like fucking mechanical cow udders are pumping this dough out onto a conveyor belt with holes in them, of course, because they're donuts. And then they flop them into this fucking oil.
Yeah.
That's just
Hot
this
oil.
giant swimming pool of boiling oil. And then a little thing flips them over. And then they come out, and then this jizz machine just fucking drools this white, creamy jizz on them.
Tries to impregnate the donut.
Yeah.
I have to stop you.
What are you doing? Are freaking out.
I've never seen this before.
I've
never seen a black donut
Columbus.
before.
Welcome
this
to America,
country is a
motherfucker.
go-ahead place. I hope you rule the world for much longer. Well done, America.
Jesus
done.
Christ.
You've never seen a black donut?
It's a black donut.
It's fucking chocolate.
It's chocolate.
I know, but that's fucking mental.
You Brits ain't sucking your teeth up on lettuce. What are you eating over there?
Mental. It looks like a turd.
It does, but it tastes delicious.
They don't chocolate donuts in England?
He's in England now.
What are you
He's actually a transplant from England.
Oh, okay. We're too busy playing cricket to have fucking chocolate donuts. Like, are you serious?
Have to have donuts in England.
No, they have like scones.
No, we have donuts, but not chocolate donuts. I've never seen this. I thought
Really?
this one had gone off.
It's lonely, isn't it?
Gone off. I love that. I believe the clams have gone off.
By the way, Louis,
no, they've gone bad.
Louis and I had a funny sitcom moment because I ate half of the donut that he wanted, and he
Ah.
went and grabbed for it, and I was like, "Uh-oh," and I gave it back.
It
to him.
was really crazy.
Yeah, I'm like the guy who eats the best donuts, and I don't even know. I'm the wacky neighbor.
Ah.
In the beginning of the show, Lou goes, "Now, this is my birthday donut. You know I need it." And then I come in, and I got blood on my dick, and I go, "I didn't touch that, kid. Give me a donut."
I love this so
You
much.
hear one or two audience members go, "Uh-oh."
I was flipping around cable the other day, and I hit one of when you go to a sitcom, and in 10 seconds you know the entire episode, and you just keep going.
Yeah, just keep
It was
rolling.
the Wayans brothers, which I've never watched once, so I have no memory of this. I cut to it, and there's whatever Keenan or whoever,
one of them,
backing away, scared from an older woman who's going, "Don't fight it. You know that we." And I just cut away, and I know the whole story. She thought that he liked her, and he's afraid of her, and she's you know.
Maybe she caught some double entendre.
Whatever.
Yes. She's a Lexington
Thousands
Steel
of shows.
fan.
Yeah.
Why is it with sitcoms?
He's black.
She wants her asshole.
It's funny that he's black.
She wants her asshole caved in with George Brett's bat in that fucking pine tar incident. Damon's cock resembles it. And that's the name.
Because he's black.
Yeah.
The name of the show?
Just like
the
that
show is
donut.
actually Cave in My Cunt. And every week they have a different ethnicity. Cave in My Cunt.
With your black bat.
Yes. My Cave Cunt.
My
It's actually
cave
wacky,
cunt.
like my favorite Martian. My Cave Cunt.
My cave cunt. On the 3rd episode, they find Bin Laden up there.
Cave in my
She has
cunt with your
stalactite
fucking
warts.
black guy bat of a dick.
They had like one of those funny Three's Company miscues.
Oh,
where they overheard the wrong thing.
They
Well, he's
overhear someone.
They're like fixing the stove or something.
Yeah.
And she hears, "Fuck me with your black cock, you nigger."
and he meant, get me the monkey wrench. I'm trying to tighten this
the
pipe.
woman's in the other room going, "What's really going on in there?" But of course, he was just fucking her up the ass with his black cock. It wasn't what she thought.
Yes.
Which is that she was really fucking the shit out of her in the ass.
And the lady listening to it thought that somebody had dropped the Melba toast and was trying to put marmalade back in the
That's
jar.
what really happened.
And madness ensued. So she took a diarrhea shit on the floor and tried to supplement the marmalade. It's a nutty episode. It's called Stitches in the Asshole and the Marmalade Incident. That was actually a Nancy Drew story. At the end, she finds a fist in her vag.
Every stupid fucking episode was one of them overhearing the other two.
Oh, Three's Company?
Talking about some fucking problem.
Remember that?
And then just making it sex.
Remember that one where Mr. Furley listened and he thought he heard, "Hey, Jack's dead behind the sofa."
We had his son in. Oh my God!
What happened with the black cock in the asshole? I was ordering it.
You remember that really louder? You remember that? Remember that other one where?
Kidding. Asshole.
Remember the other one where it was fucking where Mr. Furley leans in and he thinks he hears like Suzanne Summers going, "That Larry Klein couldn't act his way out of a fucking placenta bag."
Placenta bag.
Yeah. And
What's a placenta bag?
It's just a bag made of placenta.
Yeah, it's a cunt.
Then Joyce DeWitt is forced to eat pussy because of her hairdo. You guys remember that episode?
Love that one.
Yes.
The one when Chrissy's being raped by the repairman, but
Yes.
nobody comes in because they think it's a double entendre.
Yeah.
She's going,
Help
"Stop
me."
raping me in my vagina. It's ruining my life. You're ripping the outsides of my vagina into pieces with your
outsides.
giant black cock at the inside."
And they thought it was a
they're on the other room
metaphor.
going like, "I'm sure it's metaphorical.
Yeah.
It's not.
Something
I'm sure it
worried
doesn't really go."
about, right.
And then they go in and she's crying and takes a shower with her knees up to her chest.
She laughs, no, because when she screams rape, it sounds like. So they assume she was laughing like
Just
Christy
trying to
Snow.
figure out what to get Jack for his birthday or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen this sitcom, but
it's wonderful.
I'm enthusiastic.
it
now
used to be
see it.
called Man About the House in England.
Oh, Man About the House.
Right.
Yeah, we all know Man
And
About the
they
House.
changed
Oh,
it to Three's
It was
Company
like,
here
it was
in the
like there's
States.
2 girls and a guy living there.
Right.
How could they get
See?
along? That's an odd number.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That was
That's
the show there.
Yeah. What a good show that was.
Hey,
Well, it sucked here in the States.
Louis just loving the donuts.
is shoving fucking donuts in his face.
I'm taking a bite out of every donut.
It's fucking,
Yeah,
he's taken half a donut. He just wants to
He's
taste
wrecking
it.
every donut.
He's made it a donut sampler.
You
right.
fucked every donut up.
You better fucking eat those. It's like you pissed on your
fuck
territory.
that. I don't care.
You've marked the fucking Dunkin' Donuts box.
Look at you. You're Homer
man.
Simpson. Look at you.
I'm half a Homer Simpson.
Great.
That's great.
Good one.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to make myself feel bad. I went to the gym
But he
yesterday.
didn't-
I'm going
Yeah.
to the gym today.
Me too,
And
Lou.
I'm
Do you
trying
do
to
some
offset it with
swimming?
some. No, I just do boxing.
I love the.
I went. I was trying to go 2 rounds with my trainer yesterday, and I had to take a knee after a half.
Really?
Second, I went a whole round, and then halfway through the second round, I had to take. He didn't hit me hard enough because he was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
It's
But
exhausting,
just the bobbing around, I had to take a knee and put a glove up to him like, please stop.
Enough.
No mas.
Well, the donut will help.
No mas.
Take a knee means you got to suck Lou Duva's cock. God.
I'm with you.
Lou Duva, the boxing promoter, ugliest man
Legendary.
alive,
Yeah.
including Mount Rushmore. I'll zip my coat up on that
Hey,
one.
I want to change gears. We got something that's perfect for satellite radio. Remember the Kaplan brothers?
No.
Silence of the Lambs, the musical?
Yes.
No, I've never heard of them.
well, Silence of the Lambs, the musical. With,
I do remember that.
Okay. They're doing a takeoff on High School Musical. It's a parody. It's called You're Different. It's very good. Listen to this.
Hey guys, I got an idea. Let's find all the kids who aren't like us and make fun of them for being different.
That is a great idea.
We can start with that gay-looking kid over there. He's really asking for it. Hey faggot, fuck you, faggot, faggot, fuck you, you're different. You aren't welcome here, so get lost, you queer, you are different. And at 3 o'clock we'll watch all the jocks kick your faggoty ass on the bus. 'Cause you're different, you're not like us.
Oh my God, look at all the acne on that girl's face.
She looks like a pizza.
That gives me an idea. Hey pizza, fuck you, pizza, pizza, fuck you, you're different.
Your face is full of zits. Hey, you asked for it, you are different. So we laugh and spit and we give you shit. 'Cause your pimples are bruising with pus. You are different, you're not like us. Fuck you, smelly, smelly, fuck you, you smell bad. Your body stinks like death, you have dirty breath, yes, you smell bad. To the loser freaks, to the nerds and geeks, the retarded boy who can barely speak. Though we laugh and cheer, we still need you here, 'cause we miss having you to discuss. You are different, you're not like. Hey fatty, fuck you, fatty. You're not like us. Faggot, fuck you, you're different.
Kaplan Brothers.
Broadway.
I guess it's like a song they do in the actual movie. I don't know. I would assume so anyway.
It's weird because, though, they're making fun of gay people. I was about to say faggots. Making fun of faggots for being different.
I've heard that song. Where have I heard?
But
my subconscious.
Only because they're different.
Right. Yes, not because they're faggots.
But then the chick is ugly, which is a legitimate reason. It's not because she's different; it's because she looks bad.
Yeah.
And the other person smells bad.
You're right.
So it's not really the same category.
Right.
What
do you mean? Race would be
it's because they didn't want to say black or chink.
Yes,
or something.
you're right.
Exactly. You're
so
different than us.
After
so.
faggot, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Somebody with smelly
pimples or smelly people.
Smelly people.
Because
and
smelly
a girl
people.
with zits.
That's a fucking brilliant point, man.
They kept it safe.
They should have peaked with faggot at the end, but they went faggot too soon, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Because when they gave us faggot at the beginning, I thought, oh, we're going to get the N-word here.
Here we go.
Right.
I thought she was going to go, or like, fuck you, cunt, about the girl with the zits.
Right.
But
yeah, and then there was going to be the slut,
face?
some slut or something was going to come in. Or...
Yeah, pizza
it actually
face
becomes
or,
what it's making fun of.
Yes, it becomes a little politically correct.
Except with fucking it.
Yeah.
And faggot to just pick one group that no one's going to mind that much.
It should have been, they should have done that.
Hey, you chink, you dirty.
Right, yeah.
Why are your eyes so slanty?
Exactly, you're different.
You chink,
You're right. It should have been about race.
Are you winking at me? I can't tell.
Yeah. Because you kind of, if your kids are making fun of somebody because they smell, you go, hey, don't, but yeah, she does smell. I mean, wash your ass,
That's
dummy.
a great fucking point.
Louis just ruined it for everybody.
Sorry.
Louis made it great.
Yeah, it was trying. It was meant to be a nice comedy moment. And you just...
Look,
Louis going to be at Governor's in Levittown. I did not forget, Lou, tonight,
right.
and we got that clip
With
that you were
donut
talking
powder
about.
in his
oh
beard.
yeah, Eagle Burger.
You want to explain this?
Okay.
This was on NPR. But,
all right. The important thing is, Colin Powell's endorsed Obama, and he said one of his big reasons was that there were donuts.
Right. Just a chunk of donut fell on the table.
Yeah.
He refilled a jelly with that one.
He said that Palin's not ready to be president, and that's a big reason why he didn't want to. Anyway, so then Palin and McCain keep saying, yeah, but Lawrence Eagleburger, who was a great Secretary of State, endorses us. So this is Lawrence Eagleburger being asked on NPR, and he's on NPR to make the case for McCain.
Yeah.
That was the title of the segment.
I know. I'm laughing at all the powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar all over his arms.
I can't believe you're in charge of wiping someone's ass.
He's like fucking Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
When fucking Sosa's people are coming through the fucking balcony window.
Or his sister shooting at him.
Brothers. He's got 40 Colombians coming to cut his throat, and he goes, gotta get organized, and he puts the phone back in the hole.
I know, that seems great.
That's how he's gonna combat.
I gotta get organized.
I gotta get organized.
Oh my God! His phone is in the cradle. Leave everybody.
And that
gotta get organized.
Corny fucking 80s sunglasses on the guy when the fucking blows his back out with a shotgun.
Because Sosa says so.
Yes. I told you a long time ago not to fuck me with powdered sugar on you, you fucking little monkey.
Don't fuck me, Tony. I told you, Jesus.
And he's wearing a
turned into a woman during
He's wearing a silk robe.
There we go.
Yeah. He's having a drug
I
murder.
told you. Don't fuck me, Tony. Okay, just take it easy, man. Jesus fucking Christ, you faggot.
Our friend found the bomb, Tony. The silk robe.
It's okay. We'll do it again.
Okay.
Sucker.
Here's the bad guy. Everybody take a look at the bad guy. With my donuts. With my fucking donuts.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right, is the powder off here so we can play this clip?
Yeah.
And take you seriously. So
All right, so
he's making the
Eagleburger
case for McCain.
is on
and
NPR
Palin.
making the case, and he gets asked if Palin is ready.
All right, here we go.
Are you entirely comfortable with Sarah Palin as the Vice President of the United States, that she would be ready to take over in a crisis if she should terribly be called upon to do so?
It's a very good question. I'm being facetious here. Look, I don't, of course not. I don't think at the moment she is prepared to take over the reins of the presidency. I can name for you any number of other vice presidents who were not particularly up to it either. So the question, I think, is, can she learn, and would she be tough enough under the circumstances if she were asked to become president? Heaven forbid that ever takes place. Give her some time in the office, and I think the answer would be she will be adequate. I can't say that she would be a genius in the job, but I think she would be enough to get us through a 4-year, well, I hope not, get us through whatever period of time is necessary, and I devoutly hope that it would never be tested.
Wow. And that was supposed to be good for McCain.
Now, who is Lawrence Eagleburger?
He was the Secretary of State under the first Bush.
That's a ringing endorsement he gave her.
Yeah.
Why did you just go? She's a dumb cunt.
This is how bad she is that people that desperately want to fucking back McCain go, like, I can't go there. I can't tell people she's okay.
He basically went like this. He went, well, there's been other shit ones.
Yeah, exactly. But then he couldn't even go down that. And he goes, so I guess she'd look adequate, and I really hope it doesn't.
On-the-job training might help.
He can't say it.
Yeah.
He's too honest.
He's like, all right, maybe in time.
It's so fucked up because people should have McCain as a choice. Like, he's a good guy, and everyone should have a candidate they like. But how can people responsibly risk this fucking retarded cunt being president?
He's a dumb motherfucker for allowing that to happen.
He's really an idiot.
Do you think it's him, though, or did the Republicans see her? I wonder if the Republicans saw Obama as almost unbeatable. And McCain being so old, they were like, why would I be a vice president for this guy?
You forget about...
No, they had to bring in a girl because
you forget about Hillary and how big and important it was. When they chose Palin, Hillary had just... she got knocked out of the race. It was pretty much
other women.
And
there were other women in the Republican Party.
There was so much like hoopla about that it was like, we got to get a woman. Now, if you think back, it's like, who
Nobody
cares
gives a shit
about Hillary
her anymore?
It wouldn't. It's a
and
woman's vote. This vote.
Like that was a
knee-jerk.
It was a short-sighted, knee-jerk, stupid, fucking irresponsible
dumb
thing
move.
to do.
I thought we talked about this.
It was, you know.
Well, what, Jimmy?
We were going to agree with each other.
But
I made a point.
I
make a point. You agree with it and go, good point.
Look,
right.
I'll distract everyone. Gene Simmons.
Fucking asshole. Gene Simmons.
With his kiss.
With his fucking ass.
Yeah, with his makeup.
Douchebag.
I'm gonna
disrespect me, that motherfucker.
I don't like that at all.
What do I have to do to vote in this election? I'm in town. I want to have a go.
Denounce that fucking European shithouse.
I want to have a go. I'm just going to walk in there and just tell them I'm somebody.
What did you say?
That European shithouse called England and move here and take up citizenship.
I'm an Australian citizen.
I know that.
I've actually just passed my British citizenship test.
You'd have to defect.
What?
You'd have to
Where the
defect from
fuck are you
Australia.
from originally?
I'm Australian.
Originally, where were you
Yes,
born?
I'm Australian.
My
I was born in
fucking-
Sydney.
my cousin had a-
7 years ago, I moved to England.
All right, 7 years ago you moved to England.
Now I'm trying to get my British citizenship.
Oh, see, I thought you were from England and needed your Aussie. You don't sound
No,
Australian.
I sound Australian.
You kind of sound more English.
Yeah, no, I'm Australian.
cousin of mine got-
Jesus, mate, what are you bloody talking about?
No,
how
that-
Australian do you want me to be?
That sounds Australian.
Yeah, I know, but who wants to speak like this all fucking day? You sound like an idiot. People can't take you. See, I'm working against the clock, so I don't sound like this. I put this voice on. This isn't my real voice. My real voice is fucking Stroot, you cunt. Fucking.
I like the Australian one better.
My dad's. We should call him up one day. He's the most Australian man ever.
Really?
I don't think there's anything outside the whole place. He thinks it's a wonderful country. At the moment, the bloke's building a fucking pizza oven in his backyard. Right? Just like a big fucking...
For what?
That means he's really staying.
He
Tells you it's a
decided...
pizza oven, and then kids are disappearing in the neighborhood. He's fucking. His name is Uncle Hungry.
And he has a big pile of second-hand shoes. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, shit.
Little kid shoes.
Worst thing ever. You know that Russian fucking guy, that Russian serial killer, Sadowski, whatever his name was, who he would hang little boys
All right.
and jerk off watching them. I mean,
Really?
he was a horrible guy. There's footage.
I like how you put the word horrible guy on the end.
But
Like we couldn't
mean,
he's
a
horrible
guy.
Otherwise,
Is he,
a
Jim?
pretty decent guy.
Yeah.
But a hell of a poker player.
But he kept the trains running on time.
Killed kids, but a good speller. I mean, you take that for what it's worth. But no, there's actually footage of that now on some of these partial killings.
Jesus.
On that awful website.
I think I saw that.
It's fucking.
Yeah, I saw one. I didn't click on the fucking thing though, because I can't watch shit like that.
No, you don't see. It's not graphic. It's really bad.
I
footage.
can't look at anything really gross. I could look at people like certain suicides jumping out of buildings if you don't see anything. I can't look at gunshot suicides. They're too messy.
No.
I don't like looking at those. Any sexual perversion I will fucking revel in online. I don't care what it is. I'll at least give it a look.
I can watch a good fight.
A good fight is great too. Yeah,
a good punch
fights
up.
are good.
Fight.
Any surveillance camera of a holdup, even when people get shot, then those are fine. But for some reason, the suicide thing gets me. But I love watching the bad guys get shot in like convenience store security cameras. I love seeing some fucking dumb son of a bitch come up and the guy just pulls a gun out and blows his head off. Those I could watch all day.
Yeah.
But accidents, I've seen shit where it's like warning graphic. And they'll have a still picture of just some blood and some flesh, but it's video, and it says guy loses half his body and is still moving.
Oh, under the truck?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and then the truck fucking drives away slowly?
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
The guy here's what it is. It's in the Middle East.
Still fucking moving.
There's a
wait, Middle East?
Yeah.
Okay, that I could watch. I don't care.
Right, because they're not people?
I don't care if it's far away. Like I'll watch fucking Iraqis getting blown up, shit like that.
Yeah.
If it's an American sniper shot on an Iraqi, I'll watch that.
No,
I won't
it's like
watch Iraqi on American.
No, this is
I
what
can't watch
National
that.
Geographic.
I still feel bad about it. It's a person
National
to person.
Geographic.
I don't care anything.
Give a shit.
This
If I
video
become
was
the
a
most
guy.
liberal guy in the room-
You are a fucking tree-hugging liberal.
I just said a person's a person. I feel bad if anyone dies, man.
I feel bad for certain things. If it's some fucking insurgent, I don't give a shit. You know, and I'm sure he's got a lovely family and everything.
No, the one time I was watching Fox News right at the beginning of the war, of the Iraq war, and there was some woman with blonde hair anchoring the news, and they showed footage of a bunch of guys packed into like a Datsun. And one of them had like a shitty rickety gun that he's sticking out the window, and a fucking Black Hawk just comes and riddles it with billions of bullets.
yeah.
And you watch a bunch of guys die.
Yeah.
And then they come back and the woman was laughing and said, "Ha ha! How did they think they were going to fight us with that gun?"
Oh, look at that silly stuff.
Laughing at somebody fucking dying.
I
it's
saw. I went out to
horrible.
Baghdad and all that. I saw.
I
it.
love
Really
the
good film.
Apache footage. I love that shit. I can't get enough of watching them shoot trucks, shoot people in the field. You see that night vision shit and just
it's
watch them come apart. Oh, it's
All
great
right, hang
stuff.
on. We're watching
My tax
something.
dollars at work, at least being used for something that entertains me.
Watch this one.
Oh, this is fun at a little nice party.
The kid's holding
It's
a
a
gun.
kid holding a gun, and he puts it up to the guy's side. And no, the kid's fine. He shoots the guy right in the fucking side.
Oh boy, there's
He
the
shot
reaction.
the guy in the side.
I say
By
fake.
accident.
I say fake.
It doesn't look
Too much instant blood.
The kid's not okay.
I think there's a squib.
It's horrible for a kid to go through that.
I don't know. That looked pretty good. Okay.
I think that's real. I think that's real.
Yeah, that looked pretty real.
The footage I was talking about, the guy under the truck, it's like a cement truck. It's a massive truck.
Yeah.
He's alive. From the waist down is crushed. He's stuck to the fucking road. And then the truck tries to slowly back away. But the guy is stuck to the wheel, so his body starts peeling. It's fucking horrendous.
That is a bad one.
Shouldn't have gone into the truck then.
I don't know.
Look, you go to that, Dan, you got to find that. That's a great one.
You
this?
parents are fucked up. What? You can't watch shit with kids
Check the
involved
last
in
page.
it. You automatically think, like every time the cop will be like, I got a kid home that age. It was the worst crime scene I walked into. Walked in, and to see that scene, I have children at home their age. Like, so what? Gives a fuck. Your kids are fine. This is some other kid.
It's just,
Yeah, but it's a kid. It's kids. Someone being killed before they've done anything with their lives.
No one really cares.
I do.
No, you don't.
I'm a good guy.
You don't really care.
I'm just found out I'm a nice bloke.
If you have,
I'm a nice bloke. I'm a good guy. I start laughing when they get over 100 and being hit. That's my laugh
cracks
point.
me up
Everything
too.
else.
I don't know about this Aussie faggot, but I have
At least I'm not British anymore.
Exactly.
All right.
Speaking for parents, it's a instinct. I think it's just an empathetic instinct. Because you just picture it.
Kool-Aid drinking
The
motherfucker.
thought of your own kid. There wasn't a person on the earth that I cared if they got raped or killed. Until I had children.
Yeah.
Even my mom, I would have been like, ugh. Bummer.
I don't want
my own kids. When I picture stuff I can't let myself daydream about certain things. Like the idea of my kids being abducted, that kind of thing. I can't. It's so upsetting.
By the way, I got a great joke we can play on Louis. Okay.
So when I
where are they now, Louis? Do you know where they are right now?
We'll plan it later. We'll plan it later.
So when I see a kid, when I see a thing about
it is
a kid,
Halloween. This is when most of the abductions
that
happen.
happening to him, I can't. I got to stay away. I can't.
See, I never want that. I never want that fucking pressure.
You never want to feel bad when you hear kids get abducted?
Yes. Oh, God.
That's the suicide bomber.
Let me see.
That's the suicide
That's
bomber.
the guy who lost his leg.
Jesus. You never want to feel bad when
I don't want to feel bad
got
about
abducted.
I don't want to care.
Imagine not being able to enjoy that.
I don't want to care.
Find the truck one.
I
don't want to care about it.
I felt the same way when I read this thing about Steven Spielberg and how, at the end of
E.T. when he put the fucking walkie-talkies in the hands instead of guns.
No.
He did that because of his kids.
That's not what I'm talking about.
But that's what I'm talking about.
I know which one Louis means. Where he made the shark a giant
just
fuzzy
he doesn't
bear
have
and
a
Jaws.
child.
Yes.
That's what it was.
And instead of biting
When
instead
he
of biting
made-
Robert Shaw in half, it just goes.
and he laughs. And he goes, ooh, because it tickled his tootsies.
And then he shits on its teeth.
Close Encounters. At the end, Richard Dreyfuss.
Yes, I read about that too.
Gets on a spaceship and leaves the world.
Yep.
He had a wife and kids. His wife was kind of a cunt, but the kids didn't do anything.
Which one isn't?
Yeah.
And so he says, Steven Spielberg said that he didn't have kids when he made that, and that as a father, he would have had a father.
Yeah. Leave his kids like
would
that.
have done it. And I remember reading that and thinking, fuck him.
Right.
Because the first one was the honest movie, and who gives a shit what you become if later you're changing. And I still believe that. I don't believe as a creative person in changing stories.
Did he
What I
change it?
think
That's your vision
I would never
at the
in a million
time.
years refrain from doing a story about a kid getting hurt because I just don't think people really should want it. That's just, come on, it's a child.
Yeah.
I mean, I made a TV show about two bad parents who smoke out the window while the kid's sleeping.
What
I don't
was
believe.
that show?
I don't think what.
You had a hell of a cast.
Friends. I was on Friends with Matthew Perry
And LeBlanc.
I was
Remember
by the way,
Joey, the
Matthew.
fucking sitcom that came after?
Joey was up.
By the way, I was at Sundance Film Festival, and Matthew Perry. I met him at we were at the bar of a movie party, and it was a free bar. They're giving free drinks. But anyway, this one brings us our drinks. He got a Diet Coke, and I got a whatever. And so I give her $20, the bartender, and he goes, "Whoa! It's free. They're free drinks." And I go, "Yeah, I know. I'm giving her a tip." And he goes, He's totally serious. That's way too much. You're giving her way too much.
Dude, friends money.
I'm like, I'm fine with it. And he goes, no. Like, he's literally taking my arm and, keeping me from doing it. And the woman goes, he can tip me whatever he wants to. And I go, yeah, man, it's okay.
Holy shit!
I've been getting free drinks my whole life.
What
I'm
a
a comedian.
jerk
You
off.
pass that on, the savings onto the wait staff. You don't just fucking pocket the... But this guy has a fucking, literally, probably close to $1 billion.
Especially in front of her to say that.
And he's
what a trooper.
Anxious that a stranger is over tipping a working girl in Park City, Utah.
That is a lot, though. 20 for 2 Cokes.
Maybe he knew you were a little strapped. He's just helping you out.
Yeah, dude, I've seen your show. Keep it. What
You're gonna need this.
Boy, fuck him right in the mouth and asshole.
Douche. You know what, though?
Weird
Maybe,
thing.
you never know. Maybe that's some kind of Hollywood insider thing that they do just so people months or years later still talk about them.
Right. You're planting little seeds.
Like we're sitting there and you're
he's got
conveying
nothing
this
out.
story because he was an asshole one day.
Now he's on the radio.
Any
He doesn't have a movie
publicity.
out or anything.
Well,
His career's done, isn't it? He's over.
I don't know.
Matt LeBlanc. Every time Matt LeBlanc was in a movie...
That's a different guy. I went to high school with Matt.
But every time he's in a movie, I'm like, oh, good, Joey got a part.
Yeah.
That's what it just feels like. Joey's got an act. I always think it's Joey's acting.
He was something about him, though. He was just likable.
Oh, he was great in Lost in Space, the remake of Lost in Space.
I went to high school with him. He was a jock. He was just nobody. I never heard him talk.
Yeah.
In high school, just a quiet jock.
You're the same age
with
as
the
him.
same girlfriend. Yeah, same class.
Jeez, he's aged better, isn't he?
Yeah, most definitely. Physically.
Look at
I'm
this
still
great
working,
thing.
though.
Drinking while pregnant. Study. A little alcohol won't hurt.
Just a little.
Ah,
Little
yeah.
sip here and there.
There you go.
Smoking makes the hole wider and lighter.
That's good. Little alcohol won't hurt.
Oh, but
just gives him a Mo haircut.
It won't, exactly. It won't hurt unless you're talking about SAT scores.
Yeah.
And your family pictures.
Take crack and the pregnancy won't bother you at all.
Everything in moderation. Don't pour the whiskey directly into her pussy while she's having pregnant.
Doing a headstand. Just
Yeah.
I wonder whether that would get a baby drunk if you did that.
No, because
I
they're
don't
breathing
think so.
through
No,
the tube.
Yeah, they're taking it in through their umbilical cord.
Yeah, but you could absorb it through the skin.
Well, drinking.
I
You can absorb things
don't
through the
think
skin.
it'll ever be tested. I don't think that
well,
federal funds would
the
Can a
Fourth
baby
Reich.
get drunk?
Maybe during the Fourth Reich.
whiskey in her pussy.
Yeah.
And those Germans get a little nasty again. Fuck it.
Very controversial
Study going on.
Yeah.
The French will do it.
I got the best idea for a reality show.
Yeah.
You get a woman, a pregnant woman, and she fucking smokes and drinks alcohol through the whole pregnancy.
Or a couple of pregnant women, because you got to have them pitted against each other for some reason.
And then you gamble on how packed up the baby will
You
be.
gamble on what kind of fucking thing she pops out.
The most heinous thing that comes out wins.
And you win like a set of matching Mets beanbag chairs.
Something awful. And at any time during the show,
Set of them?
Yeah, one for you and one for the abomination that fell out of your fucking broken womb.
at any time during the show, any of the other contestants can drop out by their husbands kicking them in the stomach.
Wow, way to hurt us in the fucking ratings, Hans. I had a hit, all of a sudden you got
Come on, we're brainstorming a show.
That's sponsored by Timberland.
This is a pitch.
It's a pitch meeting.
They have abortion weekends and stuff. The end of the week.
But at the end, here's what it is. Here's how you make it okay. At the end, you find out that it was just iced tea, not really whiskey.
Oh,
and the
that's
cigarettes
fun, then.
were like.
And the kid's just retarded because of your bad, ugly genes.
Yeah, they go through a DNA
because you
thing.
fucked your brother, you whore.
No, he's not
it's a
even
retarded placebo.
He's not even retarded. They just do a little bit of fucking what's it called, CGI on a regular kid. And they fucking just.
By the way, why does Sarah Palin know the joys and difficulties of having a?
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
They're all
She
retarded
just-
at that age.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. They're all
it's
fucking.
so hard having a
I
1-day-old
thought she-
retarded kid.
I thought she had two
And by the way,
retarded
if you really,
kids.
she has one. And by the way, the kid's name, she named him Trick. Isn't that his name? Trig?
Or Trig.
He won't say it right
Don't
anyway.
name a retarded kid.
That's short for
Why don't you just
trigonometry.
name him T-he, I'm a fucking retard.
Yeah, Trig.
Trig.
He'll say
hey,
that-
Trig. Meh.
He'll say that
Oh,
wrong in front of
God.
his black friends and get his face punched in.
They probably went through every name that couldn't rhyme with dummy or retard.
What's the disability he's got?
He's got Down syndrome, but he's a little tiny baby. He's
That's
like,
the best of all
few
the
weeks
disabilities, though. That's the one you want to have.
Why?
Well, I used to be a disabled carer for a while. They're happy. They've got big dicks and they can
Yes.
lift heavy things. That's all you want to do in the world. They're the two quintessential things to live in society to be happy.
It's like
But
being
they
on PCP
traded.
all the time.
Yeah. But they, wow, to trade in all your intelligence For just
well,
a big cock.
And to lift heavy
and
drinks.
happiness. Like, they're always smiling.
When was the last time you were happy at a balloon? Exactly.
Yeah. When was the last time you were willing to jack off on the subway?
I've written a sexual thriller for Down syndrome people called Eyes Wide Apart. I don't know if I can get it made.
Oh my God. They are, though. Their eyes are wider apart.
Yeah, it's part of the physical attributes of...
Because their genes are fucking retarded.
No,
their genes are all messed up. If you looked at their genes with a microscope, they're googly eyes.
I used to work.
You know how your DNA strands look? Theirs looks like one of those twisted slinkies that you can't fix.
Yeah.
Or else it gets that kink in it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, in the disabled
what
world,
falls
there's
downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a duh sound.
It's dummy. It's dummy. And embarrasses you in front of your friends and puts his finger in the wall socket. He waves his dick at younger kids. Everyone knows he's a dummy. Dummy. He thinks his shit is a magical toy.
I went to a camp for kids that are fucked up.
Yeah. Say that on the sign out front.
Yeah. Drop fucked up kids here. It was just like a
camp kind of fucked up.
You didn't even sign up. It was just like a drop off for fucking Salvation Army. You just fucking leave your kid out front.
It's a circle with a brain in it and a line through it.
Hello, Fada. I am here at Camp Retada.
Camp is very entertaining. They said you can't come in if you are braining.
Oh my God, that's it.
I didn't know. I got caught up with braining.
I was getting nervous for you at entertaining.
Please,
because I'm thinking, that's a tough one.
I know.
I went to this camp near Boston, and it was a day camp. I didn't stay over there. I don't care if I cut you off.
Wait till you find it.
It wasn't going to be good.
Oh, it was. I had a good
let's set it up. Drum roll.
Entertaining.
Go ahead. No,
it's too much pressure now.
Thing you're going to say.
I don't know if it's going to be great.
Let's hear it.
It was a retard song. You got a retard song.
Give it a shot, Jimmy. Let's go.
Camp is very entertaining.
Yes.
They said you can't come in if you're braining.
Oh, no.
No, that was it? Already. You already did that. You had another one, though, right?
I did, but I don't know if
it's fantastic. If you're a spastic. That's not bad.
Entertaining.
They say your pants with shit that you'll be staining.
There you go. All right, he shit himself. That was it. He's stupid.
That was it, but I couldn't just go into it.
Of course not.
What's that?
Explaining.
Explaining? No.
What?
Oh, Danny did a written bomb.
Wow. That was a Charlie Chaplin bad joke.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
That was pretty good.
Should have been a piano playing in the background when you held it up. I get into this. Because you wrote something down.
That rhymed. I figured maybe you could help Jim think of something.
What a lousy word.
It's a word. Thanks for the effort, Danny.
With that, we should take a break. We got a musical guest here.
But Lewis is going to tell us about when he went to Spec Camp.
After the break. After the break.
I want to hear that.
After the break.
All right, please.
We really do have to break because we got to get a live read in. And Roland has a musical guest that he's bringing in for us.
Okay.
Or him or somebody. I don't know.
I showed my penis to a retarded girl once when I was 9. So I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, right. After this.
She wasn't retarded before that.
Right. And this was recently.
Thank you for...
All right, we're back with the O&A Show. Louis C.K., Governors, Levittown tonight. And then Jim Jeffries tomorrow.
Tomorrow, early and late, and Sunday.
And Sunday, Caroline. Speaking of Carolines, we got Greg Charles here, who brought a guest by or something. Where is Greg Charles? Mr. Charles? Sir? There he is, Greg Charles.
Greg Charles? Well, you're all Greg Charles to me, so...
What's up, Greg?
Stand up and say...
Greg!
Thank you.
Greg!
Hey, Greg. How are you?
Greg Charles.
You brought us a musical guest? You're usually bringing us comedians.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, we started managing him. Got a little business on the side.
Oh, look at that. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a kid used to work at Caroline's. And,
I remember you.
Kid.
He used to
Huge fan of the show.
Sorry, but
I'd always walk up to him because I thought he was Adam Ferrara.
Guy used to sit us, and now he's doing the music thing.
That's right.
Very cool.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what are we going to do today?
Sing a song?
Sing a song or two?
Is that all right?
This is a little, well, you know something, a little music for Roland.
Yeah.
Roland's a big fan. He's seen him a couple times.
It's our
Roland, you like these guys?
These are our last minutes with Roland.
Yeah.
Are you going to get choked up, Roland? Dun, dun, dun. Are you going to get a little choked up that this is pretty much it?
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
Roland, what can you tell us about these guys? I know Brian. What's your last name, Brian?
Fencart. I know it's a weird one.
That's going to be tough in Hollywood.
Yeah. You're telling me.
That's going to be a tough name in Hollywood.
I thought about going with Flash Charisma.
Fencart?
Fencart. F-E-N-K-A-R-T.
F-E-N-K-A-R-T.
So long to that.
Yeah. I'm open to suggestions.
Get a stage name.
Yeah, and Roland, you've seen Brian a few times?
Yeah, a few times down at the bitter end.
Wait, and the girl sings too?
Yeah, that's Perry. She sings with us. That's Jeremy.
Hi. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And what's the name of the band? Fencart?
Just Brian Fencart. I write all the stuff. I can't give them too much credit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, all right.
I kid.
There's already a riff in the band.
Brian and the Expendables.
They haven't even begun. Yeah.
Hold on, before
now
you sing,
we're on to something.
Wait, Brian, before you sing, Roland's stomach hurts. What's the matter?
Yeah, Roland.
Do you have to go
What's
to
the
the
matter,
bathroom?
Roland?
Are you sad?
It's the pain of leaving.
No, I'm good.
You want to make a duty?
Yeah, I'm good.
You want to make a duty.
Save it for Earl's desk.
Oh, that's a hell of a way to leave. Could you do that?
You want to blow some diarrhea into my asshole?
Are you upset?
And then I'll shit it out later?
Louis won't wipe your ass. He'll only wipe his kids' ass.
I haven't seen that yet.
Somebody blowing diarrhea into another person's asshole,
and then
the second person's shitting it out.
That's something new. I haven't seen
bet you someone's done it.
You
though.
seen it?
Sure.
I bet you someone's shut into a funnel and then they've funneled it into someone's ass.
Now it's complicated.
Yeah.
Find that for me.
All right, let's get back to Brian. We're talking about shit, and this is his big moment. Yeah, he didn't picture his big moment to be, this.
Like
shit
this. No one ever does.
His mom. I knew it had to go
When's
to
my
that.
moment?
Yeah.
His mom's listening on it.
So yeah, hi. All right.
All right.
Anthony, you don't remember this, but 2 years ago, you know that I was your New Year's kiss. Do you know you kissed me on the cheek in Times Square? You were wasted.
Who? Not me.
Who are you talking to?
All right. Did you blow me?
Yeah, you never asked.
Oh shit!
Shy Anthony.
How did that happen? 2 years ago?
I don't know. You probably had your little fucking 2006 tiara on.
Wait, there's something else going on here. Hip Hop Ron is just holding a wireless mic to the fucking guitar.
Yeah, Steve told me to mic the guitar.
This is like a multi-million-dollar
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience with guitars. He's miking the fucking neck.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's where all the sound comes out
cool.
of the neck.
That won't distract him at all as he's playing. Your arm reaching across the neck of the guitar.
To get the sound of the guitar.
Congratulations, you're a mic stand.
Ron, why don't you crouch down and actually mic the sound hole?
Yeah.
There you go. All right,
use that. That's what it is.
Now what about the other guy?
No.
All right, there we go. All right. So let's
So let's say yeah.
My heart's getting heavy, my blood's getting cold. Should we do it? My heart's getting heavy, my blood's getting cold. You change me into something that I just can't control. If you see me coming, best get out of my way. The pendulum is swinging back the other way.
That's a pendulum fan out there.
Damn.
All right, a little taste of
Always good to get a little of the Foundry.
Yeah.
That was a remake of Steve's wonderful song called Pendulum. Back when he was in a band. It's a fantastic song.
That's just for Steve, man.
What a hit.
Yeah, that was.
Thanks for hooking us up.
That was Brian Fencart's version.
Fencart. I'm Ted Fencart.
Yes.
Yeah, Ted wants to be part of your band, Fencart.
I like your last name, Fencart. It rolls right off the
the tongue.
Well, thanks for making it sound appetizing, guys.
And it's Brian Fencart, and you make it even more difficult because you spell Brian differently than most.
With a Y, I spell it right.
You spell it with a Y?
Yeah.
B-R-Y-A-N.
You English cigarette.
Fencart, F-E-N-K-A-R-T on MySpace.
There it is.
And BrianFencart.com. All right, what are you singing for us for real?
This is a song off my album that's available on iTunes. It's called Imperfect Man. So it's called Hammer to Fall.
All right.
Due to Roland's request.
Make it count.
Crack of dawn's coming on. How long's this been going on? I haven't slept at all and I feel like I need a phone call to tell me my luck isn't gone. I can't live like this, I know. But I can't let this go. How far gone am I? Can't get over this world. Waiting patiently for the hammer to fall. Tell me, can you throw me a line? Lend me a hand or give me a sign. There must be something better than reading myself these letters and getting drunk off of that cheap shit wine. I can't live like this, I know. But these scars are starting to show. How far gone am I? Can't get over this world. Waiting patiently for the hammer to fall. Waiting patiently. Right in front of my eyes, I have burned out a star. But have I gone too far? Crack of dawn is coming on. Everything I had is gone, gone. How far gone am I? Can't get over this wall. Waiting patiently for the hammer to fall. Ooh, waiting patiently for the hammer to fall. Thanks, guys.
There it is.
Very good, man. The album is called Imperfect Man on iTunes. Do you actually sell CDs, or is it just all going through all going through iTunes?
I sell them at shows, but mostly digital. So yeah, iTunes is the place.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay fucking
the wave
some
of the
record
future.
company. Yeah, it's
Doesn't Greg Charles take all the money?
The future.
Most of the money? Yeah.
Oh, is Greg your manager? Is Caroline's manager?
Yeah. Greg is managing us. Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You have a phonograph album out? Stereophonic sound.
It's on vinyl.
Are you playing out?
Yeah, well, our next show's November 11th, Rockwood Music Hall, Lower East Side. We're playing at 8, if anybody's local.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's pussy rock. We know.
Thank you, sir.
We're aware. But anything on acoustic guitar is pussy rock.
If it gets your pussy.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all that matters, right?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Even pendulum. Sounds a little pussy.
Well, pendulum. I've never heard it quite put that way.
Pendulum.
The pendulum is swinging back.
All right.
Steve.
We're going to wrap up
Thank
now.
you, sir.
Thank you, Brian.
And
Thank you
sir,
guys. Thanks for having
Miss.
us on, man.
All right. So we
And yeah, we're gonna definitely wrap up because we gotta be all energized for the big Halloween party tonight.
Yeah.
So I gotta go home and take a little nap.
Ooh.
Driving back into the city? Are you nuts?
Yeah.
Get a fucking
Oh, my
hotel
God,
room. You're a fucking millionaire.
Go fuck your mother.
A fucking
Don't get a hotel room.
They just
Give
call
me
him
the
a
room.
Fulcum millionaire.
Anthony, you
I
can come
wanna
back to
go
me. I got a
home.
hotel room.
It's not like I'm
It's
fucking
a double bed. We won't touch each other.
All right.
You can sleep in my daughter's bed.
It's okay.
Oh, well.
Sleep in my kid's bed.
If she assumes that fucking wipe the ass
All
position
right.
for me.
You know, Aunt,
Because that same position is a porn position. It's like if she. No, I'm just saying. Look.
Yeah, but
without-
what position
No disrespect, but that
It's all right.
position is her.
Yeah.
Grabbing your legs,
Grab the
sucking your dick,
legs.
and you're reaching
Okay,
over
let
to
me explain something to you, though.
diddle.
No, he
explain something.
never said she sucked his dick. In
I
Louis'
wasn't
defense.
saying that. I'm saying the
Louis'
position.
defense.
It's called make the
there was
donuts.
implications
I never
everywhere.
said no. She's smaller than if you were talking about two grown adults.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
picturing it correctly. But if you're talking about someone who's about 2 feet long in her entirety,
Oh, yeah,
her
that's hot.
little head is at my calves.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Let's see.
Oh my God, the way he just goes.
Me and Jimmy are wanking each other off under the table.
That's right.
Story.
As I'm wiping the shit out of her new asshole.
Is it dirty new shit?
Brand new asshole. Curtain opens up.
That's what you win on the fucking Price is Right if you get the mountain climber game right. Yodeloodly. Yes, yodelee. I guess $49.50 for the brand new asshole.
There were some people on Pal Talk that wanted me to tootly do during the song.
Yeah.
A tootly do. I'm gonna tootly do.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, come on.
We
Fuck
got
this
naps
shit.
to take.
The audience, though.
What about them? What about
Are you guys
them?
going to the Halloween party
I think they've
tonight?
been good.
Yeah.
They look like they're from Comic Con.
Because we have we have prizes.
Oh, sorry.
People know it's
To
gay.
give away.
What were they doing?
I don't know what the fuck they were trying to make a fool out of somebody.
I think it happened to Jimmy.
Were they pulling your leg?
And it didn't work. It didn't work. All right, we gotta get the plugs out.
Let's go. We got Louis C.K. at Governor's in Levittown tonight.
Yeah, Louis at Governor's. Big
I'm also
whoop.
at
Jim's at
Griffin.
fucking.
All right, never mind.
No, God. Louis, where are you?
Next weekend, I'm in Greensboro, Pennsylvania.
Sweet.
And Columbus, Ohio.
Sweet.
That's Louis next week. And
Jeffrey's
Jim
going to be at the Halloween
I
party
will
tonight.
be.
Yeah,
I'll
big
be at
deal
the Hollywood
tomorrow.
party tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be
Caroline's.
at Caroline's. Sunday I'll be at Caroline's. Then next week LA. The week after that in Kansas, and then I'm sure I'm doing Miami and a few other
You're
places.
coming back this way before you...
No.
This is it for a while again.
I'm going to be back in New York. I'm filming a special, so I'll be back in February. So that's the next time. If you'll be so nice to have me back on.
Of course. We'll give you a nice
Indeed, you've
push in
been a
February.
pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely been a lot of fun.
All right. What else?
I have my book coming out
Yes.
Tuesday.
Signings.
Signings Monday in New York City at Penn Station at the Borders. And Tuesday I'm doing a signing, but it's at Ridgewood at Bookend. So we'll be keeping election coverage going, of course.
Well, yes, of course.
And today my tickets are now on sale for D.C. December 5th.
Right.
It's actually...
What's you doing? Take a minute for yourself.
No. You go to Ticketmaster.com. And my tickets for December, motherfucker.
Tickets on sale now.
It's a little place called the State Theater. And it's in a little town called Falls Church, Virginia. And if y'all want to go see the show, y'all motherfuckers can go to Ticketmaster. Do you guys realize you're making it hard to get my cards? She grabs your ankles.
The yodeling song is playing in the background.
Should we do line of the day? Fuck it. Webex.com. We're not doing it, but line of the day is brought to you by Webex.com.
I like line of the day.
I like line of the day.
We can
Come
run
on,
through
let's
it.
do it. Who cares? Nobody's listening.
And
at
do it
this
from the
point.
comfort of your own home.
After
or
that,
office.
I'd have turned that off so fast.
Check it out at Webex.com. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
You ever seen a burn victim? Most recognizable person in a room. The term should be burnt to recognition.
Very good.
Runner up. I'm happy with that.
Very good.
Another runner-up line of the day. There's
My
a few
favorite
here.
part of that story, though, is wolfing down food before. Just
yeah.
being angry that your bodily needs are in the way of your gambling.
Louis C.K.
That
Nice,
happens.
very nice. Another
generous.
runner-up line of the day.
That's a runner-up.
Remember that one where Mr. Furley listened and he thought he heard, "Hey, Jack's dead behind the sofa."
That is sudden.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Fucking Ticketmaster! Right now they're on sale for
All
December.
Another runner-up line of the day.
I had an ideal in my head that, women that are like in their 40s are sexy because they're, but I'd much rather fuck a 16-year-old.
I always.
Bravo.
Jail.
A big thank you to the crowd. We'll see most of you tonight. Hard Rock Cafe, 7 o'clock here in New York City. Webex.com. Here is your line of the day.
All right.
Here comes
Jim Norton's gay. Jim Norton's gay. Jim Norton's gay. Jim Norton's gay.
I'm gonna miss you, Roland. I really, I love you on the show.
I'm gonna miss the show too.
I'm gonna miss you very much.
And whoever places me can suck my balls. There's 10 rules. Holy shit, Yahoo! I'm kidding, ayo.
Fucking Roland, we're gonna miss you, buddy.
Wow, that was all the Roland tags that have been used for line of the day.
Hey,
right.
Roland, because you talked again, you gotta do the famous last words. You just have to.
Gym tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. And Amazon.com, pre-order his book, and Your Mom's Box.
Let's hear it for Roland, everybody. We'll see you at the Halloween party Monday.
Thank you, Roland.
Here comes Roland.
Yeah, we're not.
There he is.
Why don't you want to be on the air?
What? Well, because we have to keep on continuing getting guests on the show, so I can't really be on air.
Why? You're not hurting that. You're good. You're good on the air, and you get good guests.
And you get good guests.
You don't hurt the guests.
It works fine for both things.
It makes our show even better, which means bigger guests will be on our show.
Yeah, it's funny. It's harmless.
It is harmless.
It's so harmless.
Say his name. Say his name.
Douchey.
You're in this business, you ass. You should know the names of the celebrities that you're trying to promote on shows and stuff.
I do, and there's now a mic in front of me.
The reviews are amazing on this film. I took it on vacation. Everyone that I went on vacation with saw the movie and absolutely, well, I'll tell him, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's out Friday wide.
What's his name? Danny
Bonaduce.
It's not that. It's never going to be Bonaduce, ever. So never say it again.
Dave's an idiot, as we all know. I mean, I know.
How could you call him an idiot during such a happy time in his life? He's going to be a father.
I hope the kid's retarded. There you go.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I hope the word I lost my baby comes in the month.
In the studio right now. That's right. All right.
They're beating the crap out of each other.
The sheriff's office says 6-year-old Jean Pierce was driving Sunday night in the Killsville near Tampa, where she was hit by another vehicle. Pierce died at the scene.
You don't want to get on. You don't want to get on Roland's bad side.
No, you don't want to fucking get on his bad side.
Bad side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's taking me a week to get to the other bad side.
Rich Voss, you can see him on Letterman. No, Leno, no. Kimmel, no. Wait, CW11, the shit channel. I'll see you on.
That was
Go
good.
fuck yourself. Go team, motherfucker. You tan. You're the only tan Jew in the world. Go fuck yourself.
Danny.
I'm going for that knuckle next.
Danny Bonaducci.
That's another name. It will never be douchey.
What happened?
You fucking poking around inside in the chest. You go fuck himself.
Roland has two emotions.
Touch him the same way his brother did. Is he still dead?
This is the best transformation I have ever seen.
Oh my god!
I should be in a movie.
My condolences.
You got it all right into the last syllable. Just keep trying the last syllable.
We've told you that's wrong. Name is not Deuce or Douchey ever. Never say it again ever. Oh, you're fantastic, man.
Like he's a truck driver and he's not. This is your
How has he been walking around this studio for so long?
I'm so mad.
Gold
This guy's
has been walking
I'm
around.
mad at Dan and Derek and Travis and
Ourselves.
Danny and Steve for not bringing this to our attention sooner. You're a dummy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, it's really good. I got the two baddest shot callers in the hood. Club Soda Kenny on my left, Roland on my right. We're here to find out who got the illest disses in the house.
Come on, we got to get this done so I can drink a 40.
Got my man on the ones and twos, DJ. Fire it off when you're ready. See what's popping in here, kid.
My style is the best, and so I challenge you.
Kenny, bust some shots.
This is the showdown.
Do it, yo. Your shit sounds like a Kia.
Oh, shit.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Your mama.
That's a rookie move.
The difference between you and a pizza can feed a family of 4.
Kenny, you gonna let him get at you like that?
Roland, you're just mad because I'm styling on you.
At least I know who my daddy is.
He the baby daddy. He throws mad cock around.
Roland, what you got to say about that, Holmes?
At least we don't have to pour Happy Meals on layaway.
Oh, yeah.
Your flow's so weak you can't wipe the sweat off my balls.
Yeah. Everybody put it together for Roland, taking home the win, baby.
Rolling out. Make money, make money.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With crappy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets for a session, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft-spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling.
That's good. I mean, had action.